Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Action-Packed Tales of Istoria, where heroes and villains are made. Thank you for tuning into our weekly D&D show as we play our game of Dungeons & Dragons and just, have fun rolling some dice. So first and foremost, give two thank yous. One to Riot Games for letting us use their music for free. We really appreciate it. If you're interested in how we're able to do that, you can check our About Us section on Twitch, and you can see in the playlist in the bottom right, kind of cycling through the songs if you're interested in checking them out and listening, because it's really good music and let us do it for free. So thank you for that. Secondly, and neither of these are sponsored, we also want to give a thank you to Arkenforge for putting out some really great software involving maps, which mine just shut off, so I'll have to see what happened there. It moved to my screen. That's inconvenient. Anyway, Arkenforge is really great software. The problem was on my own end. It's really great software and allows you to basically do virtual tabletop stuff. It's really cool. You can make maps, play songs, play sound effects. It's really great stuff. So check it out. Dungeon Master Kit. Really cool. All right, and with that, we will go to the full table once I get back to that screen, because unfortunately I've now lost the ability of doing that. So here. Jake is out currently, but hopefully he is able to recover a bit from, I'm guessing, just probably overnight late work stuff. So hope you feel better soon. And while I get stuff relaunched, we're just going to hang out for a bit. We've been chatting pre-stream because, we were having a fun weekend and everything. And
we don't talk to each other.
That's true. We really don't.
Never.
So.
Love you.
Yeah. Every time the bear from Family Guy, love you, is how I hear that kind of thing. It's a scene from way back. Anybody want to go through a recap, or do we just want to BS for a little bit more?
I don't know. I'm sure we stabbed some shit. We're gonna stab some more shit.
You'll have to hit us with that new name of the beast.
Yes.
Oh right, shit. We're on a boat.
We're on a boat.
Man.
Close enough. It was going fast and
No, it's going
got a
It was going very slow.
themed Afghan.
It's going, yeah.
We did potionomics.
Oh god, that was the thing we did.
Bit of fog.
But we
Should
got
be
it
good.
taken care
We're
of.
back.
You'll thank us later.
Yeah, you'll thank us later.
Our
You'll thank them later. These three.
Oh, hey, thanks for this. Oh, appreciate it. Okay.
I can't find any of my tabs. It's just all wet and shit.
Okay. I have stuff pulled up now. So, yeah. You guys are moving from the Tower of Order to the Tower of Repose, and you had to stop at the Dimwallow Marsh along the way.
Dugdale Dimmadome. Not right.
The Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Dimmadome? That's right.
I'm gonna say that sounded very familiar. I still don't know where it's from though.
My Fair Lady.
Okay, thank you.
That was right.
Yeah.
Doug Dimmadome.
Dimdale
Dimmadome.
Oh, no, the Dimdale Dimmadome.
You done Dimmadome
Come
in the
on,
wrong neighborhood.
Benny.
Not right.
Not right. Like it's in the hill.
A bit.
He's got a country.
Everything's sick.
Yeah.
It floated crowny thing.
Oh, well, so, recap. We were crossing the mist-filled lake, which had abnormally freezing waters. Oh, no, you go for it. Go for it, buddy. It's okay.
Even to hearing.
It's better if we just go
I can't see it at
off
all.
the head. Off the cuff.
Even
That's the
to
word.
hearing thought.
Off the head.
The water
off your
was
head.
too
Off
cold.
the head.
Yeah.
Is it just a yeah, yes?
Oh, yeah. Kelsey asked a question in chat. How are you, Mary, feeling?
Me,
Yes,
Mary
I'm
has
coming
the
to get
flu.
you.
What?
I'm fine.
said-
My face
Perfect.
hurts.
I told you to ignore that.
Today.
Oh, God, dude.
The problem is I ignored you telling me to go.
It's back-to-back crummy event
Just-
after, and then I got back from the dentist. I'm like, well, I'm wide awake on 2.5 hours of sleep. I think I can make it to
And I'm
DD.
thinking,
Okay.
And then Mary's like in bed, like, I'm like, do you want me to stay home and take care of you? She's like, no. And I was like, are you sure?
She's like,
I
get
don't
out of my face.
oh, is she still sick?
And she's even more sick.
No, Mary.
We thought it was like a 24-hour thing. We were laying in bed, sweating it out. I moved past it, and then I thought she moved past it. And then the next day, she's like, I don't feel good. And then this morning she got up, and she's like, I can't go to work. I can't feel my throat.
Oh, shit.
And then,
They never get over it when you think they do.
yeah.
They just hold on to that shit.
Typical man. Sleep for 24 hours and you're recovered.
Hey,
Whatever.
Look, there are two others at the table that have that kind of immune system. As far as I know, you don't. I know I don't.
For what?
that you sleep it off like one day and you're good with whatever illness you had.
Oh no, absolutely.
Okay, well then I'm just weak. All right.
Yeah.
No.
depends
When
on
I
what
get
day.
sick, I'm
Right,
full.
dead. Yeah.
We all made a
I'm-
pact, okay? So you gave up your beard, we gave up our hair. That's just part of how it works.
That's not what happened for me though.
So I was like, I was
I don't know
14
what
years
you
old.
You had that fucking like wish devil
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
chemo.
I don't know what you got from your transaction.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Like, I'm trying to get you. That's glorious, bro.
Your
You
wish
use
genie
oil?
backfired on you.
It's not.
Yeah. I really should have, been more specific. Very much did the. Oh well, you should have said, honest, like, the God, what was it? There's a skit where the guy is, like, he wishes for a genie and he asks for the ability, like, one of his wishes is to like workshop the wish to make sure there's no like fine detail thing.
I love
It's
it.
a skit.
It's
It's
been-
fantastic.
It's like 5 minutes going over the exact wording for him to get the money without causing any catastrophe. He's like, yes.
Right.
And he's like, they go through the list finally. He's like, yes, wish for that. I want that.
I want that. Yeah, and he
points
points
to the
at the
notepad.
book.
So is it
Oh no!
highly irregular to like promote a YouTube channel that isn't sponsored or anything?
No, I don't think so.
I got 2 channels I want everybody to check out.
Yeah.
Dungeon Soup, if you've never seen Dungeon Soup,
Okay.
and then Carbot Animations. I'm sure you.
Oh, dude, yeah,
Carbot
of course. Yeah.
Yeah, check them out. They're really great.
Yeah.
Dungeon Soup has a lot of relevance for the shit that we do,
How
Okay, nice,
great
yeah.
is
but it's
it?
very
No.
awful. Like,
Okay. Right on. I love that Carbot like became an official thing with Blizzard.
Yeah.
Like that they were like,
Yeah.
you're
not just
great
Blizzard.
stuff.
He
but-
he got signed on with From Soft for the Elden Ring stuff.
Oh no shit! Nice. That's awesome. Good for him.
Yeah, and
For them.
and one other company.
Not right
No, yeah, one other company as well. I
Nice.
can't remember what it was, what game it was. But
I
he's
know
now
they did a
doing
bunch of
Marvel
Helldivers
Rivals.
stuff, but
Yeah, he did Helldivers. He's doing Rivals stuff now.
Oh, nice,
Yeah,
cool.
and they're great. They're
awesome. Well, recap. So yeah. Oh yeah. Eventually we're gonna be moving to YouTube as well,
Eventually, we'll be playing TT.
and we'll be doing that too.
Also, eventually, yeah, we will play some D&D.
Yeah, so we do have a YouTube page. We'll plug it at some point again, and get that thing built. Twitch recently put out a new edict that you can only have 100 hours of highlight or upload content on Twitch. Yep. So we have, as of earlier today, 325 hours. So I'm gonna have to start uploading our old stuff onto YouTube, so that'll start growing. So then you'll be able to check out our stuff there, which is
You need any art assets made for that, like banners or things
It's
like
such a
that,
roller.
title cards.
okay.
I assume it's
got
a
you.
lot
Yeah, for
of
sure. Yeah, we'll definitely do that. Right now, we only have the icon of the typical Storine crystal that we use as our
Need
little
an
thing.
updated version of that, something fancier, same
Maybe
thing,
we'll
just
do
better
it.
graphics.
Just see.
Okay.
You know, better.
Like,
Yeah.
get
Layers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
Graphics.
right on. Yeah. Then yeah, we'll chat, because yeah, we absolutely do.
Maybe me and maybe me and Matt can collab on some stuff.
Ross?
Maddie.
Yeah.
Did all of our basics.
Yeah, Matt Ross. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And then I thought, sorry, every time I think creative stuff with Matt, I think music. Which, if he could even make music for us, I'd be like, fucking, we're playing it. But yeah, anyway.
League of Legends. Yeah.
Yeah.
Get on.
Yeah.
Get on.
You did your job. Get out.
By the way, so.
So anyway, recap from not last week, but the week before. Last week, obviously, we're out because of the weather and stuff. Which, yeah, 60 degrees now, so fucking St.
So
Louis.
it's been a minute and I've slept since. And I've hit a lot of gummies since then. But we were crossing a thing to go to a thing. No, we were crossing this lake, right?
The Dimwallow Marsh.
And it has the Dimwallow Marsh. We paid a ferryman basically to get us across, but it's not without perils. The water itself, upon touch, seemed to be magically infused with terrible icy magic, and it hurts very bad. And also within that water is the
Well, it was known as the
beast of the lake.
a water beast, specifically the malignant water beast. But
The beast with
maybe there was another name for it that will be coming up shortly.
Okay, yeah. And then we were attacked by this beast of the lake, the beast of the water. It was being real nasty on us. It pulled me and someone else into the water, and the someone else Rin into the water. Did you ever make it out? You still in the water? I made it out and I scurried underneath a circus tent. And yeah, we're just battling our way through that, avoiding tentacles and being dragged into the icy doom, and yeah, the caretaker of the boat seems to be helping us a little bit, which is nice.
Yeah.
He could have been like, "Ha ha, joke's on you," and pushed us in. Like, get off my boat.
Yeah, sucks for you guys. I'm not dealing with this shit. But he did not know. He is currently maintaining the kind of low-lying cloud that is the boat that you guys are on.
Right, that's the other thing. The entire area is covered with some sort of mist. Makes visibility really hard. Is that
Indeed.
correct? Right.
Yep. So everything basically is in a lightly obscured space. So perception checks are a disadvantage, that kind of thing.
Right.
Granted, they're the gargantuan monstrosity that's sprouted out of the water is pretty hard to miss.
I mean, it's the island of eternal shadow. We already had a hard enough time seeing, but not Christian.
I don't usually.
I can see 60 feet.
Yeah, but your perception is.
Right? Yeah. He doesn't need to see. He can hear fucking everything.
He feels the emotions.
feel it.
that are
He
coming
tastes
in
it in the air.
Hold on.
That's where you should actually head with your character. Is like, you're so psychically powerful that you can feel emotions within like a mile radius, and if there's something that way, feeling real bad about something it did.
You know, you might have some things that could psychically enhance you guys. Well, at least a couple of you. But play with madness later.
I can feel it.
Tonight.
Taste
As we pick back up then, the malignant water beast, TBD name, surfaced at the water with its body, this like kind of large hulking mass, giant maw, and vaguely cephalopodic kind of features, with huge tentacles also, of course, bursting out of the water, flicking it into the air, misting everyone. So with that, we were at the top of the order for combat.
Can I just say I don't usually take notes on combat. I just do the initiative order and then I recap it after. So the last sentence that I wrote with no context is kind of perfect. We bump into something seemingly solid. He tells us to stay close to the center, or as close to the center as possible. I was like,
Your Steam keeps
Without
popping up on the
context.
screen saying, "Oh, this person's playing Civilization."
Yeah, I was kind of worried about that. All right, let's just go ahead and exit. Oh my god, dude, Steam. Okay, I know what the problem is. It's so there we go. It's fixed now.
It's going. It keeps popping up.
Yeah.
Your friends are
Right.
logging on.
I've been doing remote play a bunch, so it changes the aspect ratio because I'm playing it from my laptop, and this is an ultra wide monitor, so I have it set to basically play appropriately on the guest machine. So then the host machine gets just messed up. So yeah.
All sorts of fucking.
So within the two of your notes, were we, and this is meta and out of character, obviously, but were we keeping track of what kind of damages it was not liking? Because I forgot what I was going to do.
So I can answer that. As of yet, you have yet to damage the beast itself. You have attacked its tentacles, which you have not seen any sort of resistances or immunities.
Gotcha.
Sergio knows.
Works. I could use it no more, but
Go ahead and zoom in, and then we will pan 2 M's to the
Okay, help this pan situation.
right there. And down a little bit, and there we are. All right, bunch of shadows.
a bunch
Perfect.
of silhouettes. We got to get you some cross lighting.
Yeah, the thing is, once I don't know, I'm kind of on the fence about things, but I'll not say that yet. Actually, I think I might be able to configure the video to do this differently. So first up, Zorgir.
Shit balls.
Yeah, what do you want to do? What do you want to do?
Jake, what are you doing, Jake?
Jake, what are you doing? Oh no.
range.
Not eepy.
I'm exhausted. Take a nap.
There we go. Brightness.
While Pat is breathing.
Hey, there we go. That worked a little bit.
Big character sheet. Do we have any idea how deep the water is here?
I imagine she did. Loch Ness.
Actually works a little bit better.
Dang, rock this monster.
Tree fitting. Ain't got it on. Hey, yeah, I can see things now.
Yeah.
What about tree fitting?
All right, we'll leave it like that.
I did. How'd you do that?
Just the white balance and then also the light compensation. Basically just cranked all of it up. Hey, you can see a little bit now. All right. That problem is just like the glare. We never want the glare, and it's directly on top. So yeah. Anyway, all right. So what would Dorgirin do? There are a few tentacles. You know what? I probably had a few more.
DD.
He would say.
Yeah. Oh, they are over there. Yeah. Well, we're probably gonna need a few more.
He would jump off the boat onto the beast and from the top
Instead of
rope.
WWE, it's WWD.
World Wrestling Dorgirin.
Dorgirin is going to be a great team player, and he's going to cast Water Walk.
Ah.
Okay, nice.
All of
Yeah, can you reach it?
question. This is
This is a 20-foot circle, right?
20 is in there, yes. I don't know if it is the edge or not, though. I think it is.
I think we power edges.
okay.
So it's a 30-foot area. 30-foot area. So like, yeah, you'll get.
Still get everybody except the 10 creatures. So
Hmm.
he'll even do Fuelgi.
Is he
Too
gonna
kind.
put water walking on the beast?
That would be
He'll do it to
funny.
the tentacles, and they just suddenly disoriented. So,
Oh, 10 willing creatures, though.
is Fuelgi willing?
Yungi is willing.
The tentacles just go,
Yeah, they inchworm.
So yeah, that'll be his action. He'll probably stay where he's at. Can't really do a whole lot of bonus action.
That'd be it for Dorgirin, then. Probably so. I mean, that's... Yeah. Okay.
He'll keep watch.
All right, cool. Rainier.
Okay, get to my character sheet and figure out what I'm doing.
I assume I'm just gonna stab some stuff. So right now there's just that tentacle right there on the edge. Can I reach it, or do I
note 6.
have to go under the water?
Well, you have water walk now, so you could walk out in the water if you'd like.
I'm gonna spray and leap on the big bad thing.
Ew.
Okay.
You wanna do what?
It is a gargantuan monstrosity, so it does have the space that you would need to be able to leap onto it. But I will need, I think, a grapple check. We've talked about this before, for you to be able to hold on to the beast.
I just want to land on.
Where? It is a thrashing monster.
And he's just chilling there.
Actually, before that, I am going to use my giant smite. I'm not large.
You better buff up.
Yeah.
2 slices, a little fairy dust.
You can make like an extra large here, like mini for your character.
Really do.
Whenever you do that.
I should just permanently have this rule somewhere, because it keeps happening. I always forget.
You've gone fully digital.
The
but
climbing
I forgot
large
the beauty
creatures.
of sticky notes.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I've got these. I've got this section of the Dungeon Master screen, which isn't much, but I should just print stuff off and put it there.
All right, I'm sticky notes.
Is it a strength check?
It is. Hang on one moment.
Fire damage seemed normal if I remember correctly. The firebolt hit them fine.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. I used
Oh man, I may not want to do what I was thinking about
Stupid.
doing.
stupid crossbow.
How
There we go.
stupid was
Climb
it?
on a bigger creature. To the large bone creature's terrain. After making ability checks, necessary to get in position and onto the creature. Okay, so what is your so you're leaping from the cloud onto the creature.
Yep.
What is your strength modifier right now?
The strength modifier is 4.
Okay. So you can leap a far leap. I think it was like 3 times your modifier, so 12 feet. So yeah, I'd give that to you because it's close enough at this point, and it is a large creature. So you can make the jump, and then it's a far jump. That's right. And then smaller creature needs to use its action to make a strength or dexterity check contested by the target's dexterity. So, okay.
I get advantage.
Yeah, you do.
Giant smite.
Now, though the creature is large, you don't know how dexterous it is.
It gets dexterity, but I have to use strength.
You can use strength or dex. It has to use dex, which I have already rolled.
And it's just the modifier, not like the save.
So you make athletics or acrobatics. Sorry.
Oh.
Yeah, you make an athletics or acrobatics check targeted by its contested by its acrobatics.
I can't.
Maybe a dice you can leave.
There's no lane.
It's almost like running out of Eternal Shadow.
I know. 15.
I'm gonna hit
I
him.
can't run more than
15.
Mhm.
Okay. It is not a very dexterous creature, but I rolled fairly well. So here's an interesting thing. The tie means that nothing technically happens. So you
That makes it fail.
well, no, it's not a failure. It's that a tie is effectively that whatever the check is does not succeed, but it doesn't fail either. It's like a moot. So I would say at this point, we'll have you make at the top of your next turn an acrobatics saving throw to stay on top of it.
Perfect.
Okay.
Or sorry, dex saving throw. Because like you landed on it, but not well enough to where, because it was thrashing around and stuff, that you might get tossed off and land on the water.
Toss.
But you still have your bonus action.
It says the combat with a higher because it's a grapple check, right?
It is.
So the combatant with the higher grapple check modifier wins.
This, well, is that for a grapple check?
Yeah. Let me find a more.
Because this is climbing onto a bigger creature, so...
You said it was so it's not a grapple. Okay.
Right, no, it's not. It uses similar mechanics to a grapple check.
Put it in a chokehold.
Okay.
Put a blanket over it.
There's actually, there's no specific detail as to what happens if the smaller creature does not succeed. Which is interesting. And this is from the 2014 Dungeon Master Guide.
Okay. It's fine. I mean, it's a bonus action. He said that's the action, so that's fine.
Well, no, you use your action to jump onto it.
And I use my bonus action to do the giant smite.
Oh, okay, gotcha. All right, there you go. All right. Farouk,
Do we have any idea how deep the water is?
you have not been told.
Okay. I'm gonna just take the risk. I'm going to cast Control Water.
Okay.
And I will use part water. So it's 100-foot cube, which means it goes 100 feet deep. So if the water's less than 100 feet deep, it should clear all of the water
Okay.
down to 100 feet.
It is less than 100 feet. So you have parted at least this section of the quote unquote Red Sea, the Dimwallow Marsh. So it is actually 20 feet deep.
Oh, okay.
The creature itself, it does not have much space to move around, but it is able to move at least somewhat.
Okay. So yeah, I would probably do the area under the boat and under the creature, so Rin will hopefully not be in the water, and if Munir falls off, he will also hopefully not be in the water.
So 100 feet, 100
that's
foot
right.
cube.
I'm kind of hoping that this thing will be able to do anything. Yeah, it's 100-foot cube.
You're gonna drop the boat
100 by
on it?
100 by 100. That'd be dope.
Wow. Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
What happened?
That's up to
Sorry, what was the
Tony.
question?
So you're gonna drop the boat on it?
Oh, well, we'll come to that. Okay, so yeah, so the water and basically I think most of the map. Let's see, each
Yeah, it'd be
square is
20
5, so it'd be
squares.
20. Yeah, 20 by 20. So the map itself is 56 by 32, so it's not quite the full map, but damn near. Gets opened up, and level is that spell? Let's I'll tell you what. Let's back up. I'll apply a layer to the map since we can do that now. And then we will see exactly how much space. So can you give me a rough area?
So like probably like this corner
Okay.
to there.
Okay.
I think that's only 4, so it would actually be maybe this corner. If you can see where I'm
I can see where we're pointing. I'm watching the stream.
to
Okay.
there, and then however many that way. I guess it would be basically like to the edge of the map.
Okay. So in terms of squares down, we're about 1, 2 square. So of the larger, like
Yeah, so like
5 by 5 squares.
yeah, so 1 big square to the north from you,
Okay.
north of the creature, and then 1 big square south of the boat from you,
Okay. I think I got you.
and then all the way that way.
All right.
Everything in me after you said one big square to the left.
So
For me to not say one giant leap for mankind.
That's just a hop here. Put your hands on the hips.
straight line.
And put your knees
persistence.
inside.
So we're starting about here. Oh, whoops, visibility.
What?
Sorry. Yep. Displayers. Close that. Starting here.
Yeah, that's
Okay. Down 20 squares. So that'll put us, let's see,
so it's 5 of those.
5, 10,
Big
15,
square.
20.
Or 4 of the big squares. Sorry.
Yep. 2, 5, 10, 15, 20.
And what are you doing? You're removing the water?
So I'm doing control water, and I'm using the part water effect, so it creates a big trench. So all the water basically moves out of that square.
So the square that we're in, we're landlocked. We're
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Well, we're like surrounded by
right.
a 20-foot high wall of water.
Okay. So with the parting of the Dimwallow Marsh having been achieved, you see this large creature, like pretty much all of it now at this point, exposed. Where you can see it has this. So in terms of the body, it looks similar to, oh god, what's the name of it? It's a specific type of squid that has not full on like a nautilus like hard shell, but it's like about halfway, where the back of it's all bulky and kind of misshapen, kind of bulbous. Looks almost like potentially cancerous throats that
Oh,
cause
I'll
its
call
shell to
Silas.
become. What's that?
I said, hold on, I'll call Silas. He'll know.
Oh, gotcha. To become like kind of misshapen and bulbous. Its body is this kind of slick dark gray color, and you can see that its mouth, while most of them are beak shaped, this one more has kind of a like crocodilian toothy maw that comes out of its mouth. So seeing the creature exposed for what it is, you now see what it is. And Rin, you're up.
Never smile at it. What happens to me? I'm in the water.
You're not in the water.
Well,
There is.
Well, you got water walked, and now there's no water.
yeah, so you drop. Yeah. Well, I'm sorry. That was your action. Did you have a bonus action? I apologize.
that was
Okay,
it.
I didn't
That
think
was
so.
that was a
Bonus action, flip it off.
Okay, so then Rin, you drop 20 feet.
Do I have enough time to put my broom underneath me?
Can you use your reaction to mount a broom?
I'm gonna say no. Well, wait, you weren't already on it, were
I was
you?
gonna say, was she being held by a tentacle?
I was on
You
it,
were
but then I
grappled by
was grappled by a tentacle, but then the tentacle
yanked.
disappeared because somebody attacked it. So I was on my broom when it grabbed me. So it would be in my hands. I wouldn't have to like unsheath it and put it down. It
I was
would
gonna,
still
I
be
was gonna say,
like-
was it ever discussed that you were dismounted or
no,
pulled off
that's a
your
good
broom?
point.
You went from this to this.
Right.
Yeah, I went from riding it to
And damn, this water's cold.
riding it to tied to it.
yeah.
You know what? we'll do this. Let's have you make a dexterity saving throw to see if you're able to stay aloft on the broom, because the creature was pulling you, and it is a strong creature. That it may have dislodged you.
Plus 2, 19.
Okay, so yeah, no. So while it pulled you, you basically wrapped around the broom, and then as you got pulled through the water, you ultimately did not submerge or anything, but with water walking cast on you and the tentacle being released, you then would safely, actually you would stay aloft because
We've been on such a journey. I went to falling forward to I can walk. Oh shit!
No, I can't walk on that. It's not there no more.
I'm okay then. You're like, oh god, okay, I'm still on the broom. All
I'm
right.
still okay.
So yeah, you remain afloat on the broom.
Shit. I'll fly back up to over the boat, back to like on the boat. I'm still gonna be on my broom, but again, just like a toe away from the floor of the boat.
For sure.
And is this thing visible now?
It is, yes.
Okay.
Pretty clearly visible,
Good.
actually.
Try.
So with the water parted, it didn't fall because it's pretty like its body was pretty much the only free space it had was to move through the water. So it doesn't take any fall damage, but it is now fully exposed and would have to basically climb about to get to you guys.
So I might be shooting myself in the foot here bringing this up, but does the boat drop?
We will get to that. Actually, you know what? That would be on this turn. No. Much similar to the Broom of Flying, it stays aloft. It is a
The Lost
boat
Vikings.
made of effectively a cloud. So, yeah.
Cool.
Yoongi, aka K.A. Rond.
Yeah.
Karen,
Yeah.
like carrot, like Karen. The
If you gotta
ferryman,
explain it.
And then A.A. Rond. It's the.
The jokes are always funnier when you have to explain.
I know.
I'm sure they
that's
are.
what I'm doing.
So, what?
Oh, I'm gonna hit the thing with firebolt.
Okay.
My sister said, fireball.
Yeah. 15?
15 does not hit.
Okay. I will use the sorcery point and try to hit it again. I was a little shaken up. That's much better. 1 31.
That'll hit. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Oh no! That was almost terrifying.
Good save. Good save.
Hot going down. For real.
Well,
12 points of fire damage.
12. You got it.
Yeah.
All right. So the fireball that hit it, you can hear it just roars. You're not sure if it's just angry or just, particularly not a fan of getting hit with firebolts, though, too.
Yeah.
But it roared. So, yeah. Good hit.
No! Bad dog!
Bad lake turkey.
Would that be it for your turn?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. So it is the creature's turn. So Fumgi at this point will shout out to let's see. What would he say? So Fumgi has that deep echoing voice, the one that kind of reverberates through your chest, like at a loud concert where you can feel it just shaking. Potentially part of his nature of giant and the way that he is, it just kind of does that. So kind of shouts out, stay near the center of the boat and be aware of its tentacles. Even without the water, it is still dangerous. The Vatandir is the water's death.
What?
And Vatandir is its name.
Are the tentacles coming out of like the murk and the mud now?
Yes. So as you can see, some of the tentacles obviously of this creature are exposed, but there are dozens of them. So the ones that are active are the ones that you guys can interact with in the sense of attacking and that kind of thing. So There are, let's see, how many are on the board right now? 6.
There are so those two.
Oh, those 2 were destroyed. Okay.
And then that one's damaged.
Okay, so it creates effectively 3 more become active. So the 2 that were destroyed are returned.
Same place as before around the ship.
Not quite. So with the water removed, it'll move. You know what? It'll move right up to the ship. Actually, let's have the body of the creature actually move up to the ship, and then the tentacles will, so 2 of them are going to pop up from the opposite side, and then the other 3 that are near the ship are going to, let's see. So it'll get here. Actually, here, I think I can help out with this too. Because, directing when, it's not working out too well. So these 3 tentacles will move towards these sides so that it can actually get right next to the ship. Okay, so it's still coming up. All right.
Oh, yeah,
go ahead.
I just didn't want to say anything. You were talking.
Damn it to hell. Get out of here, Steam.
Just close the whole Steam thing out altogether.
It's done.
Damn it to heck. Down, Steam.
And then the body. Okay, so you got it. All right, cool. Thank you. And then you got, sorry. There should be 1 more then that will enter the fray on the opposite side of the ship. Just right there is totally fine. And now the tentacles shall attack. All right, so we have 3 tentacle attacks, 1 bite. All right, so it will make 3 attacks and it will target. You know what? It was gonna pull Dorgiran. And who are the other couple over there?
There's Rin, me, and then Izzy's underneath this.
Yes, she's not terribly visible. So
And
we'll
then
leave her out.
And Rainier. I guess Rainier should be.
Oh yeah, Rainier should be on the thing. So Daruk will get pulled. And well, let's go for Fiumgi.
The
What was that?
biggest benefit.
+4 his aura.
Oh, these are attack rolls.
I'm saying whenever they try to pull.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Well, the reel is just basically a bonus, so it's gonna yank them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, so Dorgiran was first, 29 to hit. So
Yeah, just hits.
yeah. This one was for Daruk, which was a 28.
Yep, that hits.
And then Fiumgi. Oh, just hits. 17. Fiumgi's armor class is not terribly great. Okay, so that is 14 points of bludgeoning damage to each of the people that got hit. And then they are poisoned and restrained while these unnatural tentacles have wrapped around each individual. Bonus action will be to reel the creatures. So it's going to pull you guys off the ship. So you guys are going to go from the ship down to the floor, which puts you at a 30-foot fall.
Is it just pulling them off, or is it pulling them to the tentacle?
It's pulling them off. So it pulls.
So directly down from where they were standing.
Yeah, so it's pulling them 30 feet towards it, but as a result, they fall. You guys just fall off the air, the airship.
That's what it is.
Yeah, and then just fall to the ground.
What do you want?
So Fiumgi will.
Right next to him over here.
Yeah. So we might need to do an elevated thing at some point, but we'll worry about that in a bit. So yeah, he'll fall beside the creature. We won't worry about, it's too complicated to do that. We'll keep it this way. It'll fall to the side of them. And being that you guys are falling, you will fall prone.
And I did roll a concentration check. I got 17, so good on control 1.
Okay.
'Cause that would suck right about now.
You also take 13 points of fall damage. which I'll need you to roll a concentration check for that feat.
Yeah. You said I'm poisoned, so I have disadvantage on saving throws.
If you're outside of the aura at this point, yes. So the first one you I think have advantage on. Well, no, sorry, not advantage. You'd have a flat roll plus whatever.
Well, I normally have advantage because I have
Forecaster? Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, flat
it would
roll.
be a
then.
flat roll now.
Yeah.
13, which is how much damage I took. So I'm good.
Okay, cool, nice. If you need, so he is now an active combatant. So
Yeah, lots of HP.
goes up. First. Damage. Starts turning up in 10 feet. Okay, let's start its turn. Okay, so so the 3 people then who are grappled need grappled things if they haven't already been placed.
Oh, yeah. So,
And I think they might be the big ones. I could be wrong.
what color
No.
is it?
I don't remember.
Poison.
What's that? Each one. The skin color one.
This one? This one's, oh, crap. How many you need?
3.
Okay.
Okay, and that is the Vatandir's turn. So next up is Vadir.
Amazing.
Oh, 2 minutes, 15 minutes for them bean zoomies.
Yeah.
Well, while I'm here, I guess I'll just make some attacks. I'll swing at the tentacles.
Okay.
First one. Plus a lot. 26.
Yeah, that'll hit for sure.
A 4. What's the damage total?
Okay, that tentacle is destroyed.
Side.
Broke it.
It went back to earlier and I like panicked a little.
I had a nickel for every time I said that.
So I'm still technically at the edge of the boat. Do I need to make another dex save?
At this point, no. You've saved once. Well, like if you're standing there still, you're fine.
Okay.
But if
I
you're
haven't like going back in and then back out.
exactly like
Okay.
if you're abruptly like move back over, you're like, oh shit. So yeah, because yeah, effectively, just to again, place the scene. It does. We'll say it actually does match the way that this boat looks, but it is all made of cloud. So the discernible ledge is not so discernible.
Gotcha.
18 to hit.
That'll hit. Wait, against another tentacle?
Yes.
Does not hit.
Doesn't hit? Okay.
How many people are between this and me?
Oh, so Isidore here and then yourself.
Dorgaren's going again.
Yeah, you still have the order. Your bottom.
Oh, okay, so that makes sense.
I will hex the
Vatandir.
Vatandir.
It's your name with some extra stuff in there. As I realized afterward, I was like, son of a bitch.
Vadir will hex Vatandir. And it'll be it's. Do you want intelligence or do you want death? Green hair.
That's you. Green hair, don't care.
Heck.
Hex.
Well, right.
Oh,
Do you want intelligence?
sorry. I thought you were asking me if I wanted an intelligence boost or if I wanted you to
Oh.
place Hex. And I was like, well, Hex, I don't need intelligence.
Right. You're like, great.
It's fine.
I'm pretty smart, okay?
Dex.
So I will hex its
Dex.
Okay.
Hex the dex. Taste the biscuit.
Have some the biscuit.
What the fuck?
It's another meme.
Okay.
I'll show you later.
I'll just put it on his little tentacle.
That'll work. Yep. All right.
That's the big tentacle.
Yeah.
Hey,
You know, I should have actually gotten a full-on like Kraken mini ready. I do have one. It's just I have to assemble it and then paint it and stuff. I'm like, it's he's already on the board now at this point. Nah.
He's on the board.
Yeah. So okay, that'd be it for your turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Izzy, you are
okay.
He does. She does that.
Assuming I'm in the same position that I was in underneath the tent. But
well.
the tent's gone now, so blown away with the wind. Just breeze under here. I'm gonna use a new spell, and
Okay.
before I use this spell, I'd like to point out that this spell needs more literature to it because there are a lot of questions I have about it, and there's nothing to read about it. Conjure elemental versus summon elemental.
Yeah. Okay.
Conjure elemental places a large intangible spirit at a point within 60 feet. And it does damage to things that are inside its 5-foot range. And then if it fails a dexterity check, it gets restrained there and takes another 4d8 each of its turns that it's restrained within 5 feet of the, or it doesn't have to be restrained, as long as it's in 5 feet of it.
Okay, that might be the new version of the spell. That might be the 2024 version. I'm gonna say, because the normal one I thought just like summons the elemental.
Source. D&D Free Rules 2024.
That's the new one. Okay.
I'm kind of tempted to start using the new spells though, to be honest. At least some of them. You know, doing an evaluation. Because some of them make more sense, and honestly, like with the things that we deal with, we have like some. You guys are in the end game, so there's some serious shit you guys are going to be dealing with. So sometimes the uptune stuff might not be the worst
I'll
thing.
take an extra die on all my hits.
So yeah, we'll roll with the one that you've read then.
No, there are two spells in both Legacy and New. That one is Conjure Elemental and the other is Summon.
Oh yeah, no, sorry.
Yeah,
Conjure
that's not
Elemental itself has two versions though.
Oh yes.
The 2014 and 2024.
Sorry, I thought Jason was asking what's the difference between Conjure and Summon.
Oh
No,
yeah,
no.
I mean there is there's that question too, you know. But yeah, summon I think actually like pulls in. So I think the way they wrote it was that summon elemental like you're pulling in a stat block, versus conjure elementals like you're creating a specific stat block kind of thing. Or at least that's how it was handled. This one though, yeah. So it is that you are creating effectively a spirit. Like I always think of it as like a totem kind of.
Yeah,
almost
that's
like
what I was
shamans
thinking
where
too.
you, like,
That's literally the word I was using in my head.
nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, which element do you want to go with?
So I'm gonna go with a wind one for the lightning damage.
Okay, right on. So I
Do you
think
want me to use the old version because I have it brought up here?
nah, that's fine. I mean, if you wanted to have this effect, you know, we can talk about which one makes more sense in the future. But
This one makes more sense that I'm reading it, because the other one was leaving me with a bunch of questions like how much area does it affect? Like, does it have to be within 5 feet of it? Does it, you know?
Oh, okay. So did you want to go with the legacy version then, or not?
No, I want to go. Well, yeah, I want to go with the old version, Legacy.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Okay.
We're about to go into ad break, but let's find the little creature we want to go with. So it fills a 10-foot cube, so that would explain why they said it was a large spirit.
Right. Instead of just telling us how much space it takes up.
Yeah. You know what? You want to use? Here's a large space. Oh, that works.
I
Yeah.
went and grabbed an earth one
Oh, nice.
and a
Okay.
lightning one just
Right
in
on.
case.
Okay.
I think that's lightning, right? Well, the other one was.
There's like a wispy one that looks kind of like
Okay.
It looks like
Lightning for now.
that'll work.
So I ain't getting up again.
Yep.
Just put it off the butt. What in the butt?
Shocking.
Because lightning. For
I don't know
example.
what we're gonna do to make that choice.
All right.
Clever wordplay.
Okay.
Oh, well, dang, dude, the legacy version, I just got to the bottom half, and if I lose concentration on it.
Yeah. I mean, I think the new one is also the concentration spell too.
That's not what I meant. If I lose concentration on it, it doesn't get
Doesn't disappear. You lose control of it. It becomes hostile towards you and your companions and might attack. Sweet.
So let's use the no.
Sick. I was gonna say the new one actually gives you like that it can produce the restrained effect, which is really good.
Yeah, and that's what I was
they're
looking for.
all about the status changes in the new rule.
They
Yeah,
really are.
I'm
They've
gonna-
also given a lot more too. Like they define burning. They define like a lot of other things too, which I think are pretty cool. I just remember seeing that one.
I'm gonna go with the new version because the whole point of me doing this was to try to restrain it.
Okay.
The damage was just a benefit.
Okay.
It's not even something that can be attacked. It's just a spiritual totem sitting there.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So, because all the weapons have like status changes.
Okay.
Yeah. All their like sap and stuff. Yeah, which are really cool. But yeah, I've yet to really dig into it. Okay, so whenever a creature you see enters the spirit space or starts to turn within 5 feet of the spirit, you can force that creature to make a dexterity saving throw. So that'll be on its turn then.
Right, but I think it takes 8d8 right now, right?
No. So it would take that effect at the start of its turn.
Okay. That's kind of wonky too, the way that reads.
Sort of each of its turns, the restrained target repeats the save.
And then takes 40 if it fails.
Oh wait, hang on. Whenever a creature you see enters the spirit space or starts its turn within 5 feet of the spirit, you can force that creature to make a dexterity. Yeah, that's kind of weird. The verbiage on this is a little interesting.
Right.
On a failed save, the target takes 8d8 and has a restrained condition until the spell ends. At the start of each of its turns, the restrained target repeats the save. Oh, I see. Okay.
So right now,
So it
you
doesn't
make a
break
check.
out, it takes damage again.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but what's confusing about it is the way it reads is like it goes 8d8 and then on its next turn, if it doesn't beat the dexterity check, it takes another 4d8 until it breaks out and moves.
Yeah.
Right. So does it make a save now?
No, so it'll still be the start of its turn. So, like, my thought process was that why do they define that at the start of each of its turns? And I guess technically because it may not start its turn there and then end up in the creature space on its turn. So, like, if it hypothetically was to start its turn and then move into that creature space, then it would take the damage. And then it is important to specify that at the start of each of its turns, the restrained target repeats the save.
Right.
So
It's just the beginning part that's confusing me.
yeah,
where it
it's a
says
little
whenever
weird.
a creature you can see enters the spirit space or starts its turn.
yeah, it's a lot of verbiage to make sure that like everything's defined, but then it gets a little kind of murky because
Yeah. But
yeah. So okay. So at the start of the Vatndir's turn,
And
it'll
fear it.
possibly end up in it. Okay. Would that be okay? So that's your action.
That's me. That's good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay in the middle of the boat, like Ombre said.
Okay. Well, we'll see about that.
Oh yeah.
It is sitting where it wants to sit, you know.
Legendary action. The Vatndir is going to make a lash attack,
Gonna flip the boat.
which is a tentacle attack. So let's have who has not gotten hit. Oh, right, the person just summoned an elemental.
No, I've been hit.
Thanks, I hate it.
I got hit last time.
No, I just mean like right now. Who's not grappled right now was my real question. Sorry, I should have been more specific. But what is your armor class?
19.
Okay, well it does miss.
Is he not tied up in the tentacle under the dude's skirt anymore?
Right.
Gross. All right.
Sanctuary.
Yeah. So, start of his turn. Dorgirin is up. He's on the ground, right?
Yes.
Is he next to the creature? I think he is within like 10 feet of it. If I recall correctly. Oh, he's also just grappled by it.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So, Constitution saving throw for Dorgirin. See who play.
Parliament, I don't speak them.
Please. He's probably fine, obviously, because.
Like,
30.
ooh,
Okay. He takes 9 points of necrotic damage, which I think he might be resistant to it. So then 4. Was that Footloose? It wasn't, I know, but
I was like, I don't know what it is, but it's in my head.
That's what you wanted to be.
Okay. So he's grappled. So he
and restrained and poisoned. So did you make that check at disadvantage?
It's even more.
Okay. I was gonna say he's probably fine either way, but yeah, it's always fun to just.
Oh no, teacher fumble. Okay, so to get out of the grapple, it's a strength check?
Strength check, or he can attack the tentacle if he wants to make the attack at disadvantage, though. So questions. If it is a check, if he's gonna break the grapple, then it has to be his action.
Okay. So he's gonna bonus action rage.
Okay.
One rage. Okay, so bonus action rage, and he is going to try to break the grapple.
Okay. Is he going to do the action or attack the tentacle?
What is a higher chance of success?
So it's an athletics check, which would be an advantage. Or he can make the attack roll at disadvantage to try to hit the tentacle and break it.
I think he probably gonna go for that athletics check.
Fair enough.
He only has plus 15.
Yeah.
Gross. They both are 8s on the die.
Okay.
So 23.
That will break it. So as Dorgarian hulks out and rages.
Oh yeah! He injects himself with his own brand of,
And then half his movement to stand up, and he still has another 20 feet, should he choose to use it. Okay. Yeah, he probably would.
Muck in the mire.
He'll be right there. And he's just gonna
Just stare at it angrily.
That's it.
Okay. Tell you what,
We got 3 minutes.
another tackle or tentacle.
Another tackle.
Yeah.
Offensive, offensive.
A tentacle attack on Dorgarian this time. 29.
That just hits.
Yep. All right. So 7 points of bludgeoning damage, which is already halved from the 14. And then he's once again grappled, restrained, put in poison.
No, he's not.
He is.
Come out.
Good job breaking out. To Dorgarian.
No shot.
I have an idea, and this will be very fun if it works. So,
You'll get it.
Rainier,
See the dudes.
you are
He
on the
does.
creature, balancing precariously.
It's usually more willing though.
First things first, acrobatics saving throw, or dexterity saving throw.
17.
Oof, that's gonna be enough. I said an arbitrary 15. It's difficult, yes,
Because it's shiny.
exactly,
I
but
don't
yeah.
have claws on my
Yet
feet.
satisfying.
On your feet? Are you barefoot?
Yeah, he's not wearing shoes. Why would he, right?
He
Catman.
blew them shoes out when he wear tigered.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you were.
Just never went back.
Just like one.
Yeah, just the toe.
Yeah,
Well, that's the whole thing. Every time I do feline agility, how do you think I get that traction?
that's true.
Oh yeah, right.
And we talked about it. You were asking us what it's like to not wear shoes because we don't wear shoes.
Oh yeah.
Howdy,
We don't wear
John.
shoes for hose.
It's like that.
John
Harley
Stingin's
thing
room.
It's almost like
Hey, bud.
you've got
but he's like,
Shoot.
Shoes spelled in.
Johnny boy.
So yeah, you're able to balance out, and you're on the creature.
giggity.
as I pull out the very dark
yeah.
black sword, it starts glowing shiny lights
Why is it gotta be a black thing?
Right?
because it's literally
Because
called
it is.
Soul Render, and it says
It's ebony.
we made the rule. No, it's my fault.
We need to get you an ivory sword so you can play ebony and ivory.
Tony's like, oh, did you know there's one out there?
All right. I'm
Gonna be
gonna
now.
stab it in the head.
Why
Okay.
couldn't that
There is
be-
an ivory lance.
Why couldn't that be in the astral
that do?
being called me, Tony?
It's the tusk of the elephant god.
Oh. I played a Lox of them one time. That's cool.
Yeah. All right. So, these are normal attacks. You're not making an advantage. Just
No, yeah, I was just doing both of them. Dirty 20s.
no, yeah, that'll do it.
Dirty, dirty, dirty
2
20.
hits. I
You do suspect that if you were dealing any necrotic damage, it is ineffective on this creature.
Whoa, shocking.
The good thing is,
does Radiant do anything extra?
it does not. The good thing is the necrotic does not heal it.
Okay.
That would be bad.
I just never listened to radio.
Indeed.
I have already forgotten all of my shit.
All right, Drew. Then he just forfeited his turn. So he forgot everything. So.
Really?
Add a the in front of it, then it becomes the ship. Instead of
Shit.
Here we go. Here we go.
Don't have that. I have that's a. Really, just 2d6 or 2d8? That seems really low for me. No, I get the d6.
And you're like, wait, I have more dice.
He's like, man, it's been a minute since I've rolled these.
Oh,
You really are the Billy
Good or
May
bad?
characters. Wait,
one, a
there's
two,
more.
and a 2.
Aw.
So
if only you had something like Great Weapon Master.
okay, 5 plus something significant.
So it's kind
Is it really? I'm looking at the wrong weapon. That's fine. Oh, I had even
Oh my goodness.
it's 11. So what's it?
Per
16
combat.
for one.
of attack.
16 damage?
Heck.
Yep.
And then,
Nah, that's broken.
you know what? Just for fun, on
Chicken
the
butt.
first one, go ahead and have him do a strength save.
Okay. Is this like a magical ability?
I don't know. It's special. It's a fire round.
Okay, I'm gonna count that as a magical
Yeah.
ability.
You're generating fire from nothing.
Okay. 23?
Yeah. I just, but he does take 8 fire damage.
Okay.
Um,
And some fried calamari does sound good.
Gonna be a lot too.
Well, I meant in real life.
oh,
It is
there we
gonna be a
go.
lot.
15 plus 11 is 26.
Damage?
Uh-huh.
Nice.
And then another 4 lightning. And
Okay.
a con save. 17.
Yeah. It also is a thick creature, so.
Yeah.
3 Cs?
Mm-hmm. Damn, that's not thick.
I guess I'm done.
Okay.
Yes.
Drop
Drop it low, like almost
Attack roll.
40.
tentacle against
You won't.
Rini.
You will.
I am.
You might though.
22 to hit.
Jesse.
When is its turn in the lineup? I missed that.
It's ahead of you.
It is like it's
It's-
behind you. Yeah.
It's after me.
Like,
So
It's-
Farouk, me,
It has not
then
taken
him.
its turn yet. That was so it's legendary action.
alright, fine. I hit.
Grapple, poison, restrained.
Oh, wait.
You're like, I don't want any of that.
Pass.
Actually, no.
Do you want to take your reaction?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
God,
I was just waiting on what reaction to take, but
Oh.
Jesus.
Fuck out of it.
You're within 10 feet of the creature. Could I make a dexterity? I'm sorry, Constitution saving throw.
Why not?
I'm within 10 feet from the
Instead of five?
You guys, my FOMO is killing me. Stop. Stop.
I don't remember.
Literally,
I don't
it's
either.
just this song.
we were
That's
on
it.
the
From the
I don't
edge
know
was stuck in my
anything
head
less than
that
one.
weekend.
I actually think we started it last
Okay.
game.
Well, 18 points of necrotic damage.
So you were here.
I'm gonna take 9.
Yeah,
Cool.
We were
Alright.
just going on a walk, and then he just started singing it. Like throughout the walk, like multiple times.
It was stuck in my head. I couldn't stop.
We
So
just-
then
we just keep it
randomly
going.
we'd just go, over now.
Yeah. So, Christian,
Uh,
you're up.
yep.
I realized I was like, I should say your character name. So.
I am.
Christian, why you gotta at me, Tony?
I'm bad.
Doxing me on stream.
Sorry.
Never use my government name.
In this economy?
In the chat.
I did.
I am gonna cast Thunderwave and hopefully hit the tentacle that's holding me and the creature.
Okay.
Wow.
So that's emanating from yourself, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, it's a 15-foot cube.
Okay, then yeah, absolutely.
Constitution saving throw.
Guys, a hex, it's dead.
Oh,
not
yeah.
anything else.
It's fine.
Yeah, I figured.
I'm relying.
Does it also hit the tentacle though? or-
It does, correct.
Okay.
Sorry.
And
Now get back to my character. Let's see what I'm doing next.
So, just during my turn, the blue scored twice.
What's the number?
What boy?
18.
Okay, that's it.
What?
Brother.
So it takes half of 7 thunder damage.
Okay, not enough to destroy the tentacle, and then it does hurt the creature though. So Yeah.
You feel satisfaction.
Current damage taken, 69.
Nice.
Has it still to take 260.
That is it.
Oh,
for
it's still
my
two
turn.
take. Yeah. Okay.
I was going to cast Toll the Dead until I heard necrotic damage doesn't work, and then I was like, well,
Uh,
But at least it doesn't heal it.
oh,
Yeah.
you are grappled.
Mhm.
So, con saving throw, please.
okay. At disadvantage, I'm assuming.
Correct.
Yep.
I want this thing touch you, man.
Ooh.
That's not
and a
good.
3, so that's a 6.
18 points of necrotic damage.
Get out of the water.
Alright, and I'll do
Oh, right. Yeah.
So does it take the water out of the mud bottom as well, or is it just super deep mud?
This is super deep.
It's super deep mud.
It's now a desert.
No.
18 on top.
Okay, nice. Rob.
Also, just for the record, it does say if I lose concentration over the course of the next round, it slowly fills up. So
Oh,
it's not like it just.
Yeah,
Not
collapse.
like Moses holding
Right.
up the gates.
Yeah.
Right?
So if we all have water walk, I imagine we could potentially stay on top. But if we're grappled, it'll probably hold us under.
Who was the band that was famous for the crowd just crashing into each
Oh,
other?
Jesus.
Lamb of God.
Lamb of
That
God.
sounds right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The death wall.
Yeah. So it's not that.
Yeah.
No.
So Fiumgi is up, and at this point, you see that he's a little pissed.
Also, for the record, it smells terrible down there.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
What, under his skirt?
No. I mean,
That was pretty
maybe.
good. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
So he is going to. So he was walking with like this kind of staff that he was like leaning on everything. So even though he's grappled, he'll stand up at least, taking half his movement, and then you see him kind of give a punch on the staff, and you see this black blade come out of it.
Yeah.
As you see him then swing on the tentacle. Now, granted, it'd be a disadvantage, but
Down
Do you
for
hear
the
the
strike.
strike?
hey, Aw.
Silvery bars.
Like to give him advantage.
Yeah, because it,
Oh.
it disadvantages that guy and it advantages someone else that I pick. Or not, doesn't give advantage or disadvantage. It gives
A reroll. Well, we'll say
distract. Must the triggering creature must re-roll the d20 and then use the lower, right? So it gives the bad guy a
Well-
re-roll. But then you can choose a different creature you can see within range. You can choose. Okay, go ahead.
the trigger is a roll. So
So I have to activate it when they roll something,
right, yeah,
and
when
then I
bad
can
guys
give
roll.
a benefit.
Yeah. So the first swing is a miss.
Oh, it is a reaction when you take when a creature you can see uses something. Gotcha. Gotcha.
So he does miss on the first attack by just a hair. Fuck. Okay, that's natural one, so he misses. Swinging wildly, completely thrown off by actually having to deal with the Vatandir. You can hear Fiumgi's booming voice just kind of ring out, "No, this wasn't supposed to happen." Ugh! As he's just caught off guard.
Everybody, it happens to the best.
A little flash guard.
Kind of creepy. Been a long boat ride. I didn't know why Fido was acting up.
Yeah.
I hate everything that's happening right now.
Sorry, Chris.
Is he near people?
He's near a lot of.
He's right next to the door.
He's got lots
Okay.
of friends.
He's right next to him. Okay.
I
He
mean,
needs a widow.
You know what? He'll he'll say so. He'll shout to Dorgiran, "Don't look at my face!" As he
what?
yeah, he looks up.
Under your skirt, and you're
It ain't
worried
his
about your face.
He's not worried about none of that. The face. He didn't put on his makeup this morning. Didn't
Yeah.
do his skincare.
As you see him, as Dorgiran specifically next to him, sees him vanish in like this puff of dark black smoke, and he reappears on the boat. But I need Dorgiran to still make a wisdom saving throw. At disadvantage because he is. No, sorry, this is a flat roll because he has advantage because he gets the frightened effect. which he has advantage on, unless he's immune at this point. Or no, he's not. All right, because he spec more into druid.
15.
So 18,
15.
15. 15 just saves. This is gonna be flat roll though, because I know he's advantage, but he's poisoned. So yeah, okay. But he just saved. So great.
Just for reference again, what does poison do exactly?
Disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
I think that's it.
For this scenario, is the poison applied
Oh,
continuously?
attack rolls too.
So
Pass.
Yeah.
for this situation, is the poison applied continuously, or does it have to be touching you for you to be poisoned?
So it is applied. It will continue so long as it is touching you. You are also poisoned by.
But when it lets go,
unnatural
am I
creature.
unpoisoned?
Right.
Okay, so it just has nasty skin.
Mm-hmm.
It emits an oily substance.
you.
Yeah.
The egg.
All right. So that's it for your Fume then. Rin,
Yeah.
you're up.
No.
Okay.
She's like
Moving
"Pass my
down the
turn,
initiative."
holding my action.
You guys are just passing turns like crazy.
No.
So I'm double it.
Fire.
That would be interesting. I pass my turn so I can take 2 next.
Bull.
You pass
We're not doing that,
pass
but
on double it again.
There are feats that allow you to do that, right?
I don't think so. But I could be wrong.
Well, I want 9.
They added new stuff in the player's
4,
handbook.
10.
Mixing this up with Final Fantasy Tactics.
Oh yeah,
Mix everything up with Final Fantasy Tactics.
it's a good thing to mix it up with.
You want 9.
9.
9. Fireball.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Okay.
Fireball.
No, she's not an evocation.
This would be.
I'm not aware.
Yeah, she didn't have this in my book. She just knew it from
I
her
Right.
just knew it because I'm an agent of fire. My mind so
Where did that line come
no.
from? My brain.
Yeah. Here we go.
Needs more Scott
Bam.
Pilgrim references.
Mm-hmm.
And then what could I do want?
You did just replace her brain.
3,
That's true.
4,
So does she still?
5.
What kind of druidic spells did she gain from the
7,
cauliflower?
8.
Well, it was. Oh my god. What was it called? I gave it a name. Sarah Flower. That was right. Yeah. It looked like a brain when it was put in her head.
Oh
Yeah.
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 What kind of druidic intricacies?
She feels like she can druidcraft.
I made everybody flower crowns.
They're all dead because it's from the Isle of Eternal Shadow.
Yeah,
but,
it's the stinky seaweed on the bottom.
I druidcrafted
Smells
these guys.
terrible. But I cast prestidigitation on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Like-
legitimately. Yeah. All right, so dex save. It's be a flat roll because it is currently hexed.
Ah,
All right. The number is not high enough. I'm sure. 15.
21.
There you go.
That's a good number.
Yeah.
I obviously don't want it to hit my friends, so I'm letting you know that I place it in a way that doesn't hit or catch anybody on fire.
Okay. I think honestly there's enough of the body of the creature that you have where people are placed that you could hit it without hitting anybody else.
Yeah.
You said obviously, but I don't know. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't want to get called out because there was one time where someone shot off a fireball. It wasn't me. But they didn't say specifically where they wanted it. And so Tony was like, so you're hitting your friends. Because you didn't place it.
I don't remember when I said that, but I'm sure it was against David because he's the only one who's really casting fireball.
It happened. I
Yeah.
remember
It was
it.
against the spiders.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds right.
Very
It was
reasonable
Nicholas'
thing.
character.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you don't tell me where you're putting it. I just gotta assume you just went center mass.
Yeah, you're like, so I'm assuming you're hitting it so that you can get the most of them, so you're gonna get your friends too.
You're trying to make it small, right? So you're trying to get the crew inside.
And I think he could sculpt spells, but only around so many people. So Matt was like, I can take it. I have evasion. And I was like, you can.
Boy, that sounds familiar, huh, Christian?
So anyway, yeah.
You can take a bullet too.
I'm sure Matt's character did take it. His dex was insane. Like he was like 20, like level 5 or something like that. So it was like, yeah, you're good.
Wonderfully.
Yeah, Caden was strong for sure.
6 times 3. 18.
Yep.
You don't have to do that
And
so fast.
then 20,
28.
28.
All right, 20 points of damage. Not bad.
Looks at him with scorn like
Not great, not terrible.
Don't ask me anything complex.
With an explosion of fire behind the creature, you hear it.
he did not like that.
It really didn't.
I think you hit him in his better temple.
Fireball.
Bonus action.
Yeah.
Fuck you, that's why.
All right.
That's why.
All right.
All right. I mean, when this thing's turn comes back around, there's gonna be some up and comings.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys have which one? For me.
27 to hit.
27. That will hit.
Oh, did Fundi make it back up?
He did. He demanded that Dorgan does not look at his face.
Could he pigeon me and just
16 points of damage. Man, I really just should just firebolt because I hurt way more when I do firebolt.
It's a good cantrip.
I mean, it was like
It doesn't-
20 what? 28? 28 versus 17?
16.
16?
No.
so who's got
Yeah,
the better cantrip?
like-
Warlocks or
Well, I mean, if you had, if there was a bunch of people around, like everybody would
Yeah.
take 28.
Oh yeah,
So-
that's true. That's
I
fair.
get, so currently I get 3.
Fear point.
Invocation.
4th level.
Would that be it for your turn?
That's all. Thank you.
Okay. So it is the start of the Vatandu's turn. So it has to make a check, I believe,
Plus 4.
of some variety.
Check.
Dexterity saving
cool
throw.
effects, right? If you do the invocation. I'm sorry, what?
This has to make a dexterity saving throw, right?
Yes.
All right. So it was against a lightning elemental.
Lightning elemental. No.
Well, it was an air
Did lightning damage.
Yeah, an air spirit of the elemental plane, therefore dealing lightning damage.
Conjure. Elemental.
Dexterity saving throw.
See.
Yeah.
Oh, if the spirit has no creature restrained. Interesting. So it can only restrain one creature at a time. Granted, it works out because there's only one creature that you guys are fighting right now. But that's an important detail for later to know. All right. So,
Yeah, it just says dexterity saving throw. It doesn't say what it has to be.
well, so it'd be your spellcasting modifier.
So, go to your spell. 18.
19.
Silvery barbs.
Was that disadvantage?
No. Why would it be?
Because you packed.
All right.
Also, I'll save the silvery barb.
Yeah. Rerolling entirely for a natural 20. Want to use that
saw
silver
it.
barbs?
Yeah, I'll use the silvery barbs now.
Fuck you, that's why.
Damn.
You heard the roll, right? You heard the roll?
I heard the roll. You're killing me here.
I got another nat 20.
It's gonna be another 3 hours
Hey.
where I just sit here and do this.
You know what's good? It's not an attack roll. That would have been worse. That would have been worse. Because ultimately, if it hadn't succeeded, I would have just used a legendary resist.
Okay, it still has to take the
Oh, it still takes damage.
yeah,
Yeah, absolutely.
But it's just not going to be restrained. So if it wants to move, it can get out of the range of to having to make the save again and taking 4d8.
Actually, no. On a successful save, the target isn't restrained by the spirit. So on a failed save, the target takes damage of the spirit's type and it has a restrained condition. So it didn't fail the save, it was just successful. It doesn't take any damage.
So then, what is the point of the 8d8 versus the 4d8?
So the 8d8 is if it fails the save. And if it fails, then it is restrained, thereby making it harder to get out of the effect.
And if it's still there next turn, it's got to make the save again.
I get
And the
it.
thing will try
I
to
get it.
grab it again.
It's a very confusing verbiage.
No. But I'm going to have it move.
Does it take everybody that's grappled with it?
It does, yes.
Where's it going to
So it
move?
just stays put.
Also, there is no water.
Yeah, no, I know.
Okay, yeah.
It does have a normal movement speed. Its water speed is 40 feet. Its normal speed is just 20.
I picture it like the interdimensional beast from Guardians of the Galaxy. where it's like
Yeah.
That's kind of what I thought.
Like it's moving around.
Flailing about.
Yeah,
little wheels.
yeah.
It moves, it's just not nearly as fast.
Yeah. So it will kind of flop about to get. We'll have it move to the what would be, I say southern, but this side of the boat. Yeah.
20 feet.
Chris is on top of it. Remember that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That tentacle hook actually worked really well when Dorothy entered this.
Nice.
It dragged him along.
And
Oh, and the other part of this confusing spell that I was going to ask is it doesn't read like you can reposition it, so it's just stuck
it
there.
Stays put. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like kind of like a Guardian of Faith.
Oh, okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And that one was just, it stays put and there's a radius.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, which kind of sucks. I had a plan, and then rereading this now, it's not gonna work now. So my thought was like, I'm gonna throw everybody into that thing, but you force creatures to make the save, not just that it's in its effect.
Oh.
I'm
It's
confused.
like they meant it to be
He was
beneficial.
gonna
Yeah.
he was gonna grapple people and throw them through your thing and make them take damage, but you're the one
Oh.
that decides whether to take.
Okay, I get
Yeah,
it now.
and it can only damage one person at a time, because it can restrain one person at a time.
I see.
So I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. Now I'm like, oh wait, no.
I'm like, yeah, he's in an air elemental over
Everything you
there.
prepared for your turn is gone now.
Oh, it's fine. I got plenty I can do.
I don't.
I will. So yeah.
You got a whole spell sheet.
All right. So
Let's see if I get to my next turn before this is over.
You will.
you see 3 of the tentacles, kind of the larger ones, raise above its head, forming what looks like this dark black voided energy circle. That
Is it voguing at us? Is it voguing at us?
No.
That's bad.
It could be, but no, this has more of a bad vibe to it.
Let's see.
Yeah,
It's a bad vogue.
it is. Bless you again.
My goodness.
So, of the people who are grappled, we have Dorgirin, Rainier, Vadir.
Nope.
Nope, sorry,
I'm
Daruk.
grappled.
Rook.
Right, you're not.
I'm just chilling.
I'm grappling.
That's right. That's right. You were like, no.
Not today, they don't.
Okay, so let's see. There are a few people concentrating on things. So, Daruk, Dorgirin, and Izzy. The black kind of energy ball that has formed above the creature gets released in 3. Effectively, it looks almost like black beams of energy fire at each of you. These kind of full on, I'm gonna fire my laser. Gets shot at you. So I need dexterity saving throws from each of you. Made at disadvantage for those that are restrained. So this would be Dorgirin as well. And then Daruk and Izzy.
You really started to piss me off. Me beyond. Not you.
Yeah.
Well, same.
12, and 12. No shit.
Really?
Wow.
At 4.
Oh, plus 4. So.
It's not enough.
Is it really far from being enough?
You can use your reaction to find out.
Fuck him. Roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Come on, 4. Come on, 4. Come on, 4.
Big money.
No.
Is it 1?
What? Okay. I just swan dive into its maw.
13 definitely does.
I'm over.
Right off the edge of the boat. Just,
It's 22 points of damage each, of necrotic damage.
anything
I
else?
am going to use my shield
Damage-wise.
to convert that to healing.
Okay.
Tight.
That's pretty cool.
Spell or the shield?
My item shield.
Nice. Oh my god, we're not using combat music. What am I doing?
Topaz scale
Balance.
shield.
There we go. Got
It's
it.
a relaxing fight.
Yeah, just chill. Just a chill little combat.
And
Chill
Peter,
button.
Okay, so you
I take
change it
no
to healing.
damage
Yep.
and regain
So-
hit points equal to damage.
22 points of healing to you then.
Yep.
So that was 11 points to Dorgirin, and 22 to Izzy. Okay. After those bolts hit, you see them return back to the creature. And you can see part of the wounds that had been dealt to it healed.
Yeah, at least it's recycled.
So his that was healed, does it still?
It does not return back to the creature.
You took it.
Snatched it right out from its slimy tentacle.
Which I was like, oh. Okay. Neat. That's it for the creature's turn. So, Badir.
Attack, tackle.
We'll get your turn, don't worry. Okay.
19 hit.
At least you're doing
19
something
does
on
not.
your turns, brother.
How does the next
Why
one
you
hit?
go with the
That's why it does, yeah.
summon ability?
We'll just go ahead and mark that one off. Also, dexterity, or no, so you don't need to make a save because you healed. Dorgirim would need to make a save, I think, for Water Walk. I don't know if that's concentration or not.
Just happens.
Okay, cool. So then your spirit would need a concentration check. So it needs to be Constitution saving throw. Number to hit is 11.
I roll with
And if you have
advantage.
a Warcast, yeah.
Sorry.
Oh, you guys can see that?
Yeah.
Anything else?
No.
So 11.
11 exactly?
Yeah.
Nice, it saves. So
Let's
maintain.
stick with that.
That's why I was like, oh.
Because the other one I rolled was a
exactly
1.
right.
Oh boy, okay. Yeah.
It'd be 15.
Oh, yeah.
So then I'll move. I'll keep moving down the line. You know?
Yeah, for sure.
Down the line. I will give Izzy the special line.
Specialized.
Wow.
Oh,
The healing. Yeah.
like, look upon me, child.
All the eyes are watching.
Look at my face. I'm so confused. Don't look at his face. Look at his face. What is happening?
These eyes are healing.
Heal for 15.
Heal eyes, motherfucker. Oh,
And then Izzy, it is your turn.
Is it?
Giving their healing to
see, I feel like I
you.
just.
Oh, actually.
Yay, thank you. Okay.
I can think of bard songs for other
So,
people's shit.
you know
but I
what?
can't think of any for mine.
We're gonna have one of the tentacles attack the deer as a
No.
legendary action.
Dirty.
You might not need to. Nope, not with the way I'm rolling. 27.
He says after he rolls 2 nat 20.
I know, right? So 27 hit.
Pendulum swings wide.
So grappled, poison restraint, and 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Am I moved down to it?
Oh no, that's that can only do, you can only do that as a bonus action, which I forgot to reel. Shit.
Darn, that's
Shit's getting real.
doing.
Ah!
Got another one here.
Good to go.
If it happens, it happens. That's what I said.
So is it reasonably assumed that this is a very large creature?
Oh yeah, gargantuan in terms of the stat block.
Well, I didn't know if it was just gonna be
He
large.
is
Or...
huge.
Right.
Track
So then it's pretty weighty, and it should be sunk down in the mud a little bit.
Well, it's able to actually kind of move around in the mud, so
Not
it's
for long. Cast transmute rock on the mud surrounding
okay.
or transmute rock. Mud to stone.
Interesting. Yeah. Okay.
rock.
Rock to mud, non-magical rock. Any... Oh wait,
It's definitely not magical.
yeah, transmute mud to rock. Non-magical mud or quicksand in the area, no more than 10 feet deep. So I can only affect up to 10
Up to 10 feet,
right?
yeah.
Transforms into soft stone for the spell's duration. Any creature in the mud, when transforms, must make a dexterity saving throw on a successful. You know what this does.
Yeah. All right.
Anyway.
Cool.
I guess it was for the audience.
Flat roll is a 9.
Which I saved. So it still happened.
Huh?
Even though it punched me in the face.
We're talking about two different things.
Yeah. The flat roll still happened.
Oh right. Okay. Gotcha.
Oh, no, we weren't.
I don't want to be restrained. Legendary resistance.
What were you saying, Chris? What were you saying? What's the score?
How's the Blues doing now?
It's like fuck this.
Right?
I'm sorry.
What's where we at? We watching that at?
Here, let me. It's intermission.
Actually, who else is on? What's the area? 40-foot cube. So who else is around this creature? All right, so Dorgiran and Daruk, dexterity saving throws for me, please. If you are grappled, at disadvantage.
Fuck, Derek.
Well, if I'm restrained, don't I?
Then you're already restrained, but you're restrained
fail
in the rock.
automatically?
Oh, good points. Nope, just disadvantage.
Okay. Maybe I'm thinking of paralyzed or something.
That could be it, yeah.
Well, I rolled a 1 and a 2.
Okay.
Wow, I got the polar opposite. I rolled a 19 and an 18.
Okay. So Dorgiran's fine. But now Daruk is basically, so like your ankles are effectively just wrapped in stone as you are wrapped against the tentacles of this creature.
I can get out. I can get out. I was thinking I might get out next turn anyway.
So you know what would solve this problem? Skeletons and zombies.
Give me so many more targets to hit.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Well, they'll be immune to necrotics.
The new rainbow like it.
No. My skeletons and zombies. Swarming the thing.
Yeah. And I assumed you knew that and you were just going to kill them anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, you rat bastard. You cat bastard.
Oh, you want to be out of there?
Oh, Scaling Dice is upstairs. All right, well, you can use this one still.
Special. Pink, I love it.
Okay, you want to move back
It's the only other pink one I've got.
I was going to
And
Can you get,
this
can you
one?
get that?
It's instant
Oh,
advantage.
it is.
So, yeah,
So
inspiration.
roll
for the night.
advantage.
Just for the night.
Yeah.
Anything else for your turn? I'm sorry. I've really screwed it.
Man, just
I
2,
think
3 turns?
Yeah.
No, it's fine. That's how the game's right. Well, driven. I'm gonna die. I just wanna die. No.
That's, well, can you miss you stuff?
Was that a muffin thing?
Yeah, from yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. ASDF.
Yeah.
I'll put it
I can't remember.
Carrots are good for your eyesight. You like me.
Those things got me through high school, bro. Yeah, I think that's my turn. I mean,
Okay.
I'm just gonna duck back under the skirt,
For sure.
And that's my time.
and that's it. I'm not joking. I am going back under the skirt.
Yeah. All right. Cool. What's up?
Oh god, that
God,
made me nervous.
I'm like, the whole as a commercial. But the first time I was.
No shit. That's not
Both got a
I mean,
rock.
their tagline for the season is rhythm and blues.
Oh, God, that makes sense.
So they had like a current player and a really popular former player that are being like employees and recruiting this other guy in the Red Wings jersey.
Oh, that's awesome. I'm here for it. Red Wings, Blackhawks, either one. Yeah, both of them. Attack roll a tentacle against. Yep, Vidir. It's gonna double up. Actually, no, you're already grappled with stuff. Rainier.
It can reach some back.
These tentacles can reach 60 feet. And there are dozens of them.
Literally.
Multiple dozens.
17 to hit.
6 of one, half a dozen of the
All
other.
right, so Dorian is up.
The Lord can lead you to it. He can lead you through it.
And then I need him to make a Constitution save. Yeah, he's grappled by the creature.
Biscuit eating
All you guys have to
bulldog.
do is hit a threshold. All you gotta do.
I think I'm just about reaching that threshold.
Sorry.
Well, there's cheesecake.
What?
For...
Disadvantage?
Yes,
That's
because he's
perfect.
poisoned.
You gotta eat that. Celebration. Kill this. Is
Is
it almost dead?
Yes, please. Thank you. What's that? Saves, yes. So 4 points of necrotic damage.
Stop playing whack-a-mole and hit the whack-a-core.
Only attack the tentacles that have you grappled. Potential.
Or you'd be grappled.
Grappled.
Holy,
They are very gross tentacles.
Yeah.
Guys, I'm getting grappled over
Oh,
here.
sorry. We need.
And just get good, you know?
Continue. Talk amongst yourselves. We need plates.
Amazing!
Use your hands.
What are you? I thought he was just taking a whole toothpick.
I mean, I wouldn't. My mom wouldn't. I would not judge.
What? Wait. Who needs a plate? This thing's gonna last 2 bites.
feeling.
I'm saying.
Each time I feel all the love and love to make that feeling to you. Do 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 do.
Are we in ad break? Or did we just decide to cheesecake break?
Oh, I think it's
Yeah.
the cheesecake break.
Cheesecake break. Cheesecake
I feel like the stream supports cheesecake break.
Everybody should support cheesecake. It is
Fucking greed.
probably the best.
Also, is this not the most genius thing
Plates,
you've ever seen?
forks.
Oh, they wove the bacon together
you
so
bake
it's a
it.
square? Yeah, that's a good idea.
Right? Things that I'm doing wrong.
Right.
Birthday boy.
That's so good for BLT.
I'm gonna do the turn and then we'll.
Right? It's genius.
Because like 90% of the time when you get a BLT, it's like you take
So
a
if you
bite,
attach the
half of
tentacle,
it, you
that's
kind of pull it out, but it's all
Exactly.
working
Him,
together.
it's killing the tentacle and not the beast, right?
you just
Correct.
Peace. And it's still woven together.
Nice. 17 on both. So
I might have to try it.
Yeah.
30 to hit. That does hit.
ever so slightly.
Yeah. Did you get a piece?
Yeah, I ate it with my hand.
Oh, okay.
2 bites. It could have been 1 if nobody was looking.
26 damage.
Okay, that destroys the tentacle.
Come on.
Oh, did you still want these?
Yes, please.
Sorry. He's gonna swing at
Some sort?
Yes.
The chandelier.
big old beast boy.
And then if we could save the normal one, a normal one for Olivia, that would be great. Thank you. Just normal. Yeah.
Big. 25.
That'll hit. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm. 23 damage.
Against.
The beastie.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Boy.
You don't need force mixed out of that, do you?
I do not know.
Okay, and then his balance part. So he's gonna do the
Pommel.
Yeah.
Pommel strike.
I'll get it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I'm good for right now. Here in a couple minutes. Thank you, though.
Does it get force
Thanks much.
damage? Does it get the force damage too, or is it just the one just a d6?
It is the force damage as well. Yeah.
Okay.
I recently had to explain Cyclops' optic blast to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't know that it wasn't heat vision, it's force vision.
Just concussion blast. Yeah.
It's what?
20 more damage.
Cyclops from X-Men.
Way more
Yeah.
nice. Okay.
His laser. It's not a laser. It's not heat. It's
That'd be it for the boy.
Mhm.
Why is it red?
comes from a dimension made of completely force energy. It's just the way that dimension works. Yeah, it's just the entire existence of red energy.
No, it filters through.
Yeah, little portals in his
He has portals in his eyes?
Yeah.
you do.
Portal vision.
What's crazy is that if he had not been hit on the head, he may have been able to actually control whether it was going to be blasting out of his eyes or not.
Yeah, he could have.
Where else would it have blasted?
Why? Yeah, these are cool questions.
That'd be crazy. Think of Cyclops like being like, "Rah!" And just-
Why do they call you Cyclops? I don't know.
Wow.
All right. So
But he can see, right? No?
yeah, you can see. It's just everything's red.
Ruby crystal visor on, sunglasses.
Well, he can still see. It's just like
Yeah.
being released. Like even without the visors and stuff.
Yeah.
He can still see. It's just
He's just watching everything, but everything's
everything
destroyed.
He looks at.
What do you, so without the things, he'd just be like shooting force
Yeah,
damage
he
at
took
him?
an
Constantly.
injury on the head when he was a kid, and it made it to where like if his eyes are open, his powers are active, and they're going.
What the hell kind of mutation is it that you have portals to another dimension?
You should hear what his brothers can do with that energy.
Right.
What do they do?
Havoc
Sorry,
creates
welcome to
basically
X-Men talk.
microwaves. Havoc makes basically microwaves out of his body, but like enhances them to where like you can actually see them, and they'll cut through and burn through things. And then his other brother, what was his name? Harold.
Yeah, normal guy.
He's a mechanic.
Yeah, yeah, non-muty, just a normal dude. No,
He rides motorcycles
Vulcan.
and shoots a crossbow.
Vulcan was
I can't remember what he's
crazy.
from. Maybe my brother Daryl.
Vulcan's like Cyclops realized.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Damn, who was their mom?
also had
I mean,
a-
jeez, she have a radioactive
Puppet He
wolf.
was also a summer.
Nathan Gray. Yeah, he's a Summers, but he's
That's
the
just
son
like
of Madeline
what a
Brown.
genius, you know?
Actually, son Sinister's.
Right, yeah, the
Yeah.
genetic stuff.
I
Yeah,
love the fact that like, what is it? Juggernaut is not actually a mutant.
Yeah.
yeah.
He was just
Technical
so
entity.
he was just so filled with rage and like ended up meeting the whatever.
Sidorak.
Sidorak,
He got the
yeah.
Crimson Gem, made him basically his herald, and he's like, "Go forth and do destruction."
But he's like in everybody's party because he's just a fucking wrecking ball of rage. And they're just like, yeah, we want you with us and not against us.
Oh, can't wait till he's in Rivals.
Oh boy, yeah, that'll be fun. Rainier.
Huh.
Randy.
Don't fuck it up.
Right, come on, man. Take this thing down.
Yeah. How do I have a sense of how it's looking? So,
You're fine.
Yeah, it healed up.
You're fine.
It's fine until the end of your turn. Make sure it's not fine anymore.
I think Gorgiran negated the healing it got.
I'm going.
Looking for last turn.
I'm gonna go ahead and use the bonus action to blood curse the mark. I'm going to super speed it. Cool. I take 4.
Not very interesting.
It'll be worth it. So that means every hit does an extra D8 of radiant, and the first attack is an advantage. So that's a 14 on the dice, so that should be a 28.
Yep. I'll help.
So with that one, I will brand it with Cascadian.
Gross.
10, 13, 14, 25.
Okay. Damage.
Yeah, that's kind of the poopy.
Searing a mark into the body of the creature, you see the brand take hold. What does it look like anyway? We don't think we've ever actually asked that.
A dick. It looks like a penis.
Just a dick butt.
That would damage me too. Body, I'm just saying.
Yeah, I'll get back to that one.
Yeah.
Interim time, dick bug.
Yes. All right. Second attack. I don't get 2.
Oh, you are within 10 feet of the creature though, so I also need you to start every turn to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, also get bucked, right?
Right.
So
Make sure I can get my licks in while I can.
rolled my attack. It was a 12 on the dice, so 26.
Yep.
Here, the con save is a 26.
Sign up, get fucked.
24.
Appreciate that. I know it's direct.
Saves.
at me. Zero reference.
No, my con save is 1.
Oh, gotcha. I thought you were telling me to make it.
No, sorry.
Yeah. So, 9 half to 4 points of necrotic.
So I also hit. I don't get that. Time to do math. 5, 9, hold on, 6, 10. What am I doing? 8,
Oh.
10, 13, 24.
Points damage?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do my action surge and hit it 2 more
Oh,
times.
shit. Okay.
1 is a 19 on the dice, 1 is
Yeah.
a 17.
On the dice?
No, total.
17 total, just hits.
Woo. So I can roll 3 and still hit.
Nice.
Yes. Yeah. Damn. All right. Cool.
Oh, that's gonna smart. 15, 24, 35.
Points of damage. Damn.
I actually rolled not below half. I'm rolling 48.
Jesus.
I would have rolled 8 d8s, but you know. And then 4
Oh, you know what though? I talked mad shit and I got 2 1s.
Good.
8, 10, 21.
your pigs before
21?
I freeze them up.
Okay. Pretty good. Pretty good.
Come on, one tonight. I'm 2.5 hours asleep. I'm pure
Wow.
goblin mode.
Sure. Yeah.
Pure goblin mode.
Whoa.
That be, I think that should be it.
Is it?
Nope, 6 lightning damage.
Ah,
Is it
And
goblin or
a
gremlin?
con save of 17. Which you're gonna pass, but
probably. Yep. Gonna have to roll advantage.
Goblin or gremlin? Which one's the
Yeah,
cute one?
all right.
Which one's
Okay, well done.
No,
the
wait,
evil
what?
one?
I didn't break.
But which? I never
Oh, I did.
remember.
Close.
You did.
And what?
Which one's the cute one?
Good job.
Which one's
Jesus.
The mean one? Goblin, gremlin.
Ah.
Imagine if I had haste.
Cute. It's goblin? Mean gremlin?
Yeah,
Or-
so as Rainier unleashes a flurry of attacks where you can just hear him once again kind of go into full on
Shock.
yeah. Go ahead.
Screaming, "This soul will be mine."
Oh shit.
Oh, so everyone's like, back off. Let me
Does
get
this
this.
thing have a soul?
I don't know, we were calling dibs.
You did detect that it has a soul. It is not a terribly powerful one in the sense, well, right, in the sense that it's not like a terribly intelligent creature, but it is one you detect is very ancient. So, like a really good like cheese. Like, you know, it's like there are things that are more nourishing, but this is also very good.
Die, throw a little Old Bay on it, be alright.
Right.
Oh, but
Oh, Frank's red hot.
There we go. Yeah.
I don't think I've ever been more offended.
I mean, it's seafood. It makes sense.
Yes.
Old Bay.
So, end of your turn. I don't think I've taken all of my legendary actions this turn. I think I made 2
Some
attempt attacks.
gumbo.
We'll make 1 more against Rainier.
Yeah. Is it immune to blind?
You do not know. But probably not.
Use one of my other blood maledics, and I'm going to curse it with "Get the fuck off my screen."
I got a natural
You're
one.
gonna curse it with "Get the fuck off my screen," huh?
Yeah. Eyeless. So
Yeah.
end of its turn. Cool. So every attack I get to give it a negative D8.
Okay, right on. Daruk, you're up. Currently grappled and poisonous, as far as I can tell. Which means another
Duck in the rock.
con saving throw.
At the beginning of my turn?
Yep. Because you are still grappled by the creature.
Within 10 feet.
18 and 19. So
Okay, nice.
21.
So 9 points necrotic then. Unless you're resistant, in which case, stand up forward.
And that requires okay. Which is bad, so I lose control water.
Okay. So how can you read that one more time then?
Control water? Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah, give me 1 second.
You don't have advantage on that? Big sad.
I do, but I'm poisoned, so makes it not. Well, it makes it. All right, so control water, part water. So without reading the rest of it, the trench remains until the spell ends, or you choose a different effect. The water then slowly fills in the trench over the course of the next round until the normal water level is restored.
Oh, over the next round. Okay, gotcha. Alright.
Control. I rolled a 3 plus 3. So yeah. Actually, plus 4 would have given me a 10.
Well, I can give you a D4.
Oh, yeah, no, probably not worth it.
But what if you? I mean, once upon a time it was a D6, but that was too good.
It truly was.
I mean, we were rolling really well.
Yeah, very often.
It straight changes it.
Yeah. I can nerf my own homebrew.
This is homebrew, yeah.
Yeah, we're play testing it. It was really strong.
So the boat is 30 feet above me. If I Misty Step, can I get actually to the top of the boat? Like onto the boat again? Or
Is Misty Step 20 feet or 30 feet?
30 feet.
Then yes, you could.
Okay. Then I will bonus action Misty Step onto the top of the boat.
Okay. Out of the grapple as well.
I don't remember this being a thing.
And
I'll see how much you paid.
I can't really.
I was
do...
dealing with Link and all that. Or not Link. Oh, Jesus. Dane.
Bean,
Yeah.
beanie bean,
I can't really
bean,
do
bane, bane, bane.
too much else.
All the bees. And their knees.
Kobe.
I think we all
Yeah.
get a dice for that now.
Are the tentacles also immune to necrotic damage?
You don't know.
Then I will try to toll the dead one of them.
Okay.
Is Brigadier being held by one? Or Brigadier or anybody else?
Nope. Nobody else is currently being. Oh, well, yes, I am being held by one.
Then whatever tentacle is holding the deer, I will try it on.
Okay.
Like a hat.
So
What is-
wisdom saving throw?
Okay. 18 does save.
Okay. Then
is a
nothing
lie.
happens. All right. Boom. Yeah. That's it for my turn.
All right.
I will move toward the center. Up. Oh,
And I get that plus one.
and that is it.
Pleasure. Thank you.
I would like to be 6 feet from me.
Within 10 feet of you.
And I'm thinking maybe 4 points. It's just enough.
So, with Yungi's turn, he will.
Blow his nose.
Yeah.
Don't look at my face.
Don't look at my.
I'm looking at your site. It's really cool.
Oh yeah, Cypros.
Yeah. It's kind of almost the antithesis of Dreamblade to some degree, anyway.
It is now.
Oh yeah, true. In its original form, yeah, was pretty on brand.
Space thing.
So as Fungi looks to everyone down there, on the
With his face?
on the ground. Well, he's kind of far, so
We glance up. He's like, no, look.
Shit. Let's look at your chest.
Right.
he is.
I saw the ground. I saw the ground.
Who's on the ground? Daruk? No, Dorgiran?
You'll keep winning.
Okay.
Happy birthday. to the ground.
He is going to try to pull Dorgiran using magics. And basically it's going to be a contested spell check against the Botchengear.
It is not a gargantuan boss fight if Dorgan doesn't get eaten.
This is true. Yes, it's
Is that you?
No, Dorgiran got eaten all the time.
I jumped in a lot.
Well, right.
yeah,
But,
yeah.
Like almost every
Volunteer
one.
versus-
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Versus
true.
involunteer.
Yeah.
I've jumped into like almost every one of them.
Do it. So Dorgiran basically feels a magical pull on his body to try and wrench him out of the creature's tentacle, but too strong. And thankfully, there's no tug of war thing going on with his full body or anything. But yeah, it wasn't even full out.
Maybe it was the stone floor holding him down.
Well,
Hold it down.
I thought he did say it.
He did.
Okay, all right. That would be really fun.
He's got some suction. He's got a little suction.
Yeah. No, mm-mm. Okay, so that is it for Fungi then. Rin,
Uh-huh.
you're up. As the water is coming back in.
I would like to hit the thing with firebolt,
Okay.
preferably successfully. 17 plus 13, a million.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Quick.
17 plus a lot.
17 plus a lot. I've been rolling a d8 this whole time. Instead of a d10.
What's it?
13 points of fire damage.
Okay, nice.
How's he looking? Crispy?
Yeah, he's definitely so there's a new term within D&D Beyond called bloodied. That is, if the creature is beyond half its hit points, then it is now bloodied as a condition.
Oh.
The Vatandir would be considered bloodied.
Oh, okay.
Bitch.
I think the Doom guy portrait, whenever he takes damage, it's like,
Oh yeah.
he's bloodied.
I mean, it's taking some hits. It's giving some though, dude.
Yeah.
More like passive abilities, but
Down to well, I was down to like 30 something until it looked at me deep in my eye.
Yeah, I think that's
Oh, see.
all.
Oh, sure.
Oh, sorry.
okay. That's it for your turn.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't want to burn through all my sorcery points. We're going to a tower.
Yeah.
We'll take a
Okay, so we are going to then have, as the water is coming back, the Vatndir is going to start moving away. So, it is going to try to make a bite attack against Rainier.
How is it gonna bite its own back?
Okay, tentacle attack first.
I'm just asking.
First, you just added two.
Reaches 5 feet, and you're within 5 feet of it. So, but we'll have you do a tentacle attack, or a tentacle attack against you first. It's a natural 1. Another tentacle attack against you then. I got plenty. 29 to hit.
28 to hit.
So, does that hit?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Just fair.
Whereas when I rolled and missed, it was an 8. Roll it in there. It's a 1.
So, grapple, poison, restrained. It will then use its real ability, pulling each creature grappled by it 30 feet straight towards it, although it's going to be moving away as it's doing that. So, I'll give it about 30 feet of movement then. So it's going to move away from the boat. So it's since the water's filling back in over the course of this round, it is going to be. I'm giving it basically like splitting the difference between what it would be able to just walk and then swim. So when it uses real, anybody still grappled by it will get pulled 30 feet towards it.
Does Dorgirin get an attack of opportunity?
Well, Dorgirin should be grappled by it.
Oh,
still.
never mind.
Oh, he's not. Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry. So then, yeah, you technically would. And then.
Yeah.
Okay, nice. Vidir, you do fall. Because the water wouldn't have fully gotten that space yet.
But I have water.
Yeah, but you're still. Then you're falling onto water.
I know.
So,
Oh,
11 points of damage.
Okay. I know he has something. His brutal critical, right?
Yeah, so he gets to roll 1 additional damage dice. So it would be an additional d6, I think. That breaks starts moving up.
$27.
27 points of damage? Okay, nice. All right, and last attack then, it will try to bite. Rainier. But you're restrained now, so I get to do it at advantage.
Yeah, boy.
21 to hit.
No, sir. That is a 24, or that is a 14 to hit.
Jesus. Okay.
That reduces a
Yeah,
lot.
yeah, but the D8, yeah, when rolls well, it's shit. All right, so there you go. That is it for its turn. Vidir, you
pretty
are
handy.
up. Yeah, sure.
I mean, so that's the end of its actual turn,
Correct.
so it's not gone.
Oh, okay.
So it's only until the end of their next turn.
Could save
Well,
someone's
actually-
life though.
Here, we'll just do the ad start now. It's about to start in like 20 seconds.
Okay.
I'm gonna go potty.
Yeah, do it.
Do it right.
Say hi to me.
I will.
So if I Misty Step onto it, I have to use my action to try to like grapple on it. I can't use my action to just attack it.
Well, if you're doing Misty Step, then that's a bonus action to poof. You're immediately out of the grapple gun at that point.
Yeah, but I mean like to be like on it,
Yeah.
on its back. Like if I Misty Step onto it, am I using my action to like stay on it?
Oh, I see. Yeah, with how that would work, yeah, you'd have to do that.
It's a beast named Slickback. You gotta hold on to.
If you don't, then I would say that you fall off the creature. Just
Splash into the death freezing water.
How does it affect you? Do I feel an effect now that I'm on top of the water?
you'd have to find out. You don't know.
I'm starting my turn in the water.
Oh, you are.
I'm starting my turn on the water.
You're right. You are on the water. So yeah,
I'm on the water. Move to a different
I would need you to
spot.
make a Constitution saving throw. Okay. It's cold. It is frigidly cold, but you are able to sustain its chilly temperature.
Are you just feeling like on the bottom of your feet, side?
I mean, yeah, you feel it like coming from the water itself. So like even if you're not if you're touching it, even not by skin, like you can still feel it. It is unnatural.
Which said Pepper's in there snoring like she works a 9 to 5.
Oh, that's great. That's wrong.
When he does it every once in a while, he like starts snoring. It's just
Oh yeah. Bean was doing that earlier too. Before I came downstairs, she and I were just I was trying to take a bit of a power nap before this, and then I just heard her just start snoring. And I looked at her though, because I was just on the couch, and her eyes were open. Yeah, but like twitching and stuff, like looking, but they were open. I was like, oh god, fucking, yeah.
our old,
Put a towel
our old
over.
Cat Scout used to do that. She would be sleeping, and her eyes would be like half open. And,
Yeah.
like, you would think they're because like movement still affects them.
Mhm.
So you would move, and the eyes would like.
Yeah, still follow you. Yeah.
Nah. I'm
But
good.
she was also a really big snorer.
Oh,
She
okay.
like almost
Gotcha.
snored like a human.
Oh, nice. Well, so like Link would do that, and he'd have that like double lid thing going on, so they were like white. But I'm accustomed to that. But hers weren't. Hers were full on, just like normal open. I was like,
Sleeps with her eyes open.
yeah. Well, she doesn't though. That's the thing. She normally doesn't at all. But when she was like, really in whatever this dream was that she was in, her eyes were like looking around. I was like, what the fuck?
Major pain.
Yeah, pretty much, right? It's like I couldn't help myself because like I wasn't sure exactly if she was awake or not, or like
hey, you all right?
I didn't bother poking. I'm just like, Bean, and then her eyes, like they closed and then opened. So I was like, okay,
Needed a reset.
I was like, all right, she's up. All
I
right,
reboot.
yeah,
How did
and then
they,
immediately back asleep
How
again.
did the dogs do at the trip?
Really good. Bean definitely tormented Bane. Not a huge amount by any means, but she was very much like a, oh my god,
Not have it.
yeah. Many times she was like, oh my god, what's up? Hey, what's going
I
on?
mean, well, it was mostly when she would like jump on him.
Yeah.
He was like,
I don't know
fuck
you
you
like
are.
that.
Yeah, which I feel bad about that, but I'm sure, yeah, he was fine. Like yeah, but
he's a big dog. He'll be okay.
but yeah, she acclimated very well though, and was walking around getting pets from everybody.
We
So-
didn't drive by.
Yeah. God, it's funny though. So she threw up on the way out there, and she threw up on the way back, but right at the Rock Road and Brown,
Oh.
and we were like, "You were so close."
At least
Yeah.
You guys were lucky when you left when you did, because like as it was thawing, so like it was getting muddy.
Yeah.
It hadn't seeped in yet. The area where they were doing that stump, whatever, like they were trying to kill that stump.
Oh yeah.
It was like I wore my boots. My boots still have a layer of like mud on the top of them.
Oh
They got
my
boots
gosh,
stank
that
in.
bad. Yeah.
And we had to like we had to make like our own walkway with the leaves around like the gravel parts when we
Yeah.
were taking all the stuff out.
Ah,
And
damn.
we go to do like the loads of laundry between.
Yeah.
It was so bad.
Mm.
There's even like I even moved the car at one point to like get closer, and there are like deep tracks
Oh, okay.
where her car was.
Oh, wow. All right, well, scary. I mean, yeah, you just got out, obviously, so it's fine, but yeah, damn.
It was interesting.
It is your turn. We're out of ad break.
Okay, so I will misty step towards it.
Okay. So you're on top of the water at this point.
And I'm next to it.
And I'm gonna attack it. Okay.
Just don't.
Now this point is
Kill it.
partially submerged right now, just to level set.
Okay. That's a 27 and a 22.
To hit?
Yes.
Both hit.
And it's not undead, right?
It is not undead.
Otherwise, I'd be doing awkward.
Okay, so I'm gonna smite it at third for both attacks. Math time.
Emily has made contact.
Do you need anything broken out?
What type of damage you dealing?
Force it, yeah.
Nope.
Right, so it's 18 slashing for the first attack.
Okay. If you just want to give me the totals, that works.
Okay.
Or even the grand total if you want to go that far.
Okay. I'm gonna burst the side one.
Okay.
Does the tentacle do damage or anything?
Yeah. 14 points damage.
Well, it took 4.
Oh, okay.
I should take myself 14. What kind of just
Bludgeoning.
It is 99.
Damn.
Fuck. It is bloodied.
haha, I did more.
Yeah, but you didn't get the killing blow.
I don't have an extra attack.
Vadir, how do you want to do this?
I knew it. I knew it as soon as we started looking.
but
Is there a way you can RP the handoff of the kill? Like, come on, there's got to be a team up ability where you're both going like.
This is morally against.
Ian really does not understand what's so cool about the basement. She's upstairs. We should all be upstairs.
No, I will not give you the soul. I am slightly against that. Roll it that way. Yeah, no.
Slightly against that because that used to be your deal.
Yes, I'm still conflicted about that.
and it was bad.
It was
And it was really bad.
It was really bad. Once I figured out that that was bad.
Right.
I would say if I can, I guess I'm on the side. If I can just chop its like head mouth off.
Head mouth?
Ew.
It's kind of big for that, but you could definitely bury the scythe into like the top of the head of the creature.
And just keep going.
Yep.
It's far.
And you just kind of like really get,
Lop. I come in, lop a tentacle off to get closer, and then just.
there you go.
Wow.
And with that, as you see the creature like flailing kind of stop, and you can see a couple extra twitches from the tentacles, it begins to submerge completely in the water. Rainier now seeing that another kill has been taken from him.
I will immediately dig into my bag and throw a rope out as far as I'm holding one end of it.
You just rolling.
Okay,
all right.
Cast Revivify on it so you can get the kill.
I made a mistake of blowing my ship too soon.
So as
Go with that trap.
as the body does sink into the water completely at this point, you both do just kind of get clipped almost like onto the top of the surface of the water.
Oh, does moves the water towards it kind of thing?
Yeah. So as it slinks into the water completely, like it can submerge fully in the water as it kind of like lowers
flat.
itself down. Yeah. But as it does that, then being that it's no longer living, you both just end up standing on the top of the surface of the water. So Izzy, it's your turn.
There's still things to be fought.
Yeah, we're not out of combat yet.
What can I attack?
You don't see any active combatants.
Okay.
You just peek out of the screen.
Yeah, I'll just peek out.
Pull the crystal beam at the ready.
All right.
There's enough. Yes.
Shit, I didn't think I'd make this far. I didn't set up my next turn. I will hold a crystal beam and just kind of hang about. I'll come out of the tent.
Okay. Yeah. So you come out to see like what's going on.
Can I choose to drop concentration on things?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm gonna not concentrate on that elemental anymore.
So
Did a lot there, bud. Thanks. You get a pay cut.
20 minutes later, I forgot that tentacle was supposed to be rolled at disadvantage with my cloak.
Bro, will you sell that damn thing? Will you please sell
We're gonna
that?
give you a sticky note and you put it on your computer. Don't
Yeah.
forget.
I mean,
For real.
you'd been actively taking damage fairly often from like the passive effects of it though too. Like you'd taken it from the aura.
So what? So I guess that's because at the start of my turn I take that aura damage. So
Yeah, so it would be an
that's
advantage,
fucking
too.
stupid.
So as
Bad.
Izzy standing in the boat kind of looks around, you see what looks like kind of a shadow within the fog, kind of floating about as it then comes forward, and you see this creature of swirling shadow, basically kind of like a cloaked figure with these what looks almost like bindings of shadow itself lash out onto you.
Oh.
That will be a 26 to hit.
Ooh, yeah, that's gonna hit.
So this guy floating.
No, the stick. I got
Thanks, I hate it.
It's not gonna actually get on the boat. It'll be
Like
it
floating
reaches
in
out 20 feet from it. Lashes onto you and pulls you into itself.
I held back.
my. Okay, so let me visualize this correctly. It's like a wall of mist. It comes out of the mist. Up
Yeah,
to
you
the
see,
boat,
you can see this kind
get
of
away. And then,
darkness kind of floating out there before you see these like black tendrils reach out, wrap around you, and then yank you off the boat.
Yeet.
And then you're completely enshrouded in darkness as you can feel this necrotic presence almost pressing over you. Kind of.
Hey, I landed on my
So I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Constitution.
Would Izzy have gotten Crystal Beam off before it hit her, or not?
You can still get a crystal beam off. Yeah.
Okay.
As you get hit, it's before like the reel, basically.
Okay. 17 for the con save.
Okay, so you do save, so you take 13 points of necrotic damage.
13. Crystal beam. You, not in that 20. Dirty 20.
I'll hit.
13 for the damage.
Okay.
Radiant.
As you hear the creature kind of recoil, it particularly did not like that.
Ooh. Like, help, I need an adult.
So Durgirin's up.
Oh no, Izzy, you didn't protect Gordon. Sorry about you.
Oh, he's too far out to have seen it.
Yeah.
He'll make his way downtown to the boat. We're on the same level as the boat again, right? Like we're just below the boat.
Just so it's 10 feet. Yeah. Yeah. So I would say
It's 15 here, and he's got 40 total. It's ridiculous strength.
Oh, yeah. So I would say I'll say kind of overriding a bit of this. Those that are on the ground, you saw probably a flash come from the boat. Well, you probably didn't have enough to really hear much or anything. So those that are on the ground, you take your turn as you will, but probably don't know that there's an active combatant on the boat at this point. Those that are on the boat, different situation.
So if he doesn't know about anything,
Okay. So Rainier, I would say probably the same. Probably use your turn to get onto the boat, unless you want to talk to the deer about things.
About things. Talk to the sword about things.
Or while you're walking, maybe.
I mean, part of it is I feel like, in all seriousness, we would know how dangerous that water is and trying to get away from it.
Yeah, true.
So I would.
Oh,
probably-
right. Sorry, Dolgiri. Forgot. He needs to make a con saving throw. And as do you, as does the deer. Start of your turn.
Oh, I failed. That's not one.
Damn.
Okay. Okay. You gain 1 level of exhaustion.
Those are not.
what'd you roll?
A nat one.
Oh, that's right. Sorry. Bobby.
You're like, that plus one ain't
big.
doing shit.
Yeah, it's not up yet.
Minus 2 to d20 S and minus 5 feet speed.
Wait.
One level of exhaustion?
One level, yeah, but
Did you already have a
it's
level?
disadvantage on ability checks.
Oh, sorry, it was under the legacy, and then it just has a chart, but I guess, okay.
Yeah. No, the
So-
chart, yeah, level 1 is disadvantage on ability checks.
Right. So well, above it, it said minus 2 to d20, but I guess that's, and then it says align and then legacy, disadvantage on ability. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Anyway, I'm gonna feline agility and get the fuck out of this water and get up there.
And then as you run onto the boat, you can see a bit of panic in people's faces. Those that are there.
I mean, so that's only, what, 30 feet, maybe 40 feet to get up there?
So it's 10 feet to get on the boat, and then however much distance you have from where you were.
So I still have 1d5. Can I actually, now that I'm up there, can I see the thing or no?
What's your passive perception?
16.
16? I'd say from... Oh, you know what? It's a tough call. Yeah.
I'm not trying to win back some stuff.
Yeah, no, you can't see where it is right now.
So am I just next to the deer here? Or were you at
Daruk.
That's Daruk.
Yeah. I just put you in the front. You can move. You have like what, 25 more? You can move if you want.
Yeah.
I just put you there.
Oh, where?
It's in a line. You, Daruk, Dorgira, and then Yungi.
Where are you?
I'm on the side of the beach.
Oh, you're behind him. I literally can't see him.
Yeah. I'm tucked in there.
Did Fungi react to me being snatched?
We will get to his turn. Okay.
Got snatched out of his pants for a second. I hope we did.
I was hoping you wouldn't something else.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna stand there and wait for Vadir.
Right on.
We got stuff to talk about.
Okay. Daruk.
So I saw this thing consume Izzy in darkness somehow. I'm torn between two things. I am going to cast banishment on it. The creature, if I can see it from where I'm at.
Yeah.
You have doomed me.
So it is a charisma saving throw.
I'm in another dimension.
You
Just banished the portal.
bounces all again. Charisma saving throw?
Yeah.
Yes.
What's the number?
18.
Yeah.
Okay. It does save.
Okay. Then nothing.
Okay.
So that's it for my.
Okay. Fiungi will kind of turn around and shout out. There's something up here. I don't know what that was. things don't come out this way. And he kind of grunts as he tries to pull it onto the ship, or at least towards everybody. He still has his ability. Hey!
Hell yeah.
Yeah, all right. So Fiumgi pulls the creature using the telekinesis he still has active.
Hell yeah.
And holds it in place next to the ship. So as you can see it now, it is a creature that has this kind of, like I said, cloaked appearance with this swirling shadow beneath it. Kind of, vaguely humanoid form, but no legs, no discernible arms, just kind of the cloak amongst this vortex of shadow. And as it gets pulled to the ship, the cloak drops, and you can see a familiar looking kind of horned appearance on the figure's head. So that's it for Fiumgi.
So it kind of looks like the Muppet Ghost of Christmas Past. It's like,
Oh yeah,
but dark version.
yeah,
Evil version.
yeah. It's a good description. Okay, so Rin. Hey, DC.
Did you crystal beam it? Is that what you did? And it made it bad?
I did not like that at all.
Okay.
Touched me.
Oh my daughter, you bitch!
My sister daughter.
My sister-daughter needs friend.
Fathers, brothers, cousins, one.
What does that make us?
Absolutely nothing.
Absolutely not inaccurate about Ward and Rin's relationship. We're not even related.
Yeah.
He was a friend once.
The family you choose, not
Yeah.
the family you want.
Exactly. Not the family you lose.
All right, there you go.
Oh,
Damn.
no.
Another dead dad joke.
Okay. I would like to crystal beam it.
Okay.
Oh, you got that too?
I do.
I thought that was a druid thing.
Just about everybody has it.
Yeah, it's my homebrew is open for a lot of the arcane classes. And druid, I think, is another one that also gets it though because of the it's your specific class.
Would a 31 hit?
31 will hit. Yes.
Okay.
It's the subclass for the circle crystals, and then I think a couple of the other subclasses get it too.
Yeah, because Dorkarian has it too.
12 points of crystal damage.
Okay.
Yeah. Crystal name.
And
So,
then I would
you
like
hear
to
it again.
give
Shout out as it recoils from the radiant attack.
perfect. And then I would like to be like, Izzy, home and now.
And Izzy actually gets dropped from the creature.
No,
By
it's
the
the climbs back end.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'll stay in here. I don't need to drop. But no,
No,
with it-
I'm going back.
No. Can I I guess the way that fall works, it's not like I would have tried to sweep down and like catch her because she could fit on the broom, but
well, no, you get dropped onto the ship.
Oh,
Like it's close enough this point that
oh,
you get
okay.
dropped there.
Okay.
it kind of freaks me out
Mhm.
with its front hole.
Yep.
It's front hole.
How many
I'm
holes do you
thinking-
have?
Huh?
How many holes do you have? He has 9 holes.
Then I will
That's right. You're 7?
give
Yeah, you're 7.
who's been doing poorly on saves? Who needs to succeed on saves? Anybody? Anything?
I'm going to have to make one.
Huh?
I'm going to have to make one in a second.
Okay. I will well, you're really far away.
Okay. Never mind anything.
I don't know if I can hit you. Are you
Oh,
within 30 feet?
see me.
I
No.
can't even see you.
I'm dead.
You're gone forever.
There you
That
go.
escalated
If
quickly.
you stay down there long enough, you will die.
I thought it would just become one with the water.
Are you
Yeah,
under
on
the
the way.
water right now? Where even are you?
under
Did
the water?
Did you
Just float.
floating away? What's happening? I will give the Arctic Inspiration.
Hey, we got another raid.
Oh,
Hey!
Salty,
Welcome.
Salty and Lioness. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated.
Love that. We love that hair near
We
your
do.
parts.
Love good thing. Find some people to raid. Dude. No. Okay. I'll get that later. All right. So, who was doing what?
She gave Bardic Inspiration to Daruk, and I think she's about to end her turn.
That's all.
Right on. Vidir.
Well, folks, I would like to be up out of this water.
Okay.
Good. A good choice.
16.
You say.
I'm gonna fly.
Away.
I want to fly away.
Water drop when you have me there.
I want to get away.
Yeah.
I missed a step at the end.
Okay, right on.
I was like, I can either fly or miss a step.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, so then as you get up there, you do clearly see this creature. Now that it's also close enough, Rainier, you can see it too, and obviously Doria can. Yeah. So yeah, I should add, Rose really similar to that Muppet. I had to look up the picture because I was like, I think I remember this one. But the two long, curly, like Loki horns kind of thing from the other demon that you had seen before, and the giant creature that you had seen in the Isle of Charnstead at one point. So, I would say that, yeah. So as you kind of climb up there, then you are alerted to this creature being nearby.
Do you light or shoot?
Shoot.
Okay. Oh, it's disgusting.
It is restrained currently.
Okay, so is it,
Advantage on attack rolls.
does it 17 hit?
Yep.
That's. I'm shooting it with the
Eldritch Blast.
Evil Creature Blade.
Oh my god, the Eldritch. That was Eldritch Blast.
And Izzy, you're up.
Oh,
After this.
I'm bad at math. Okay.
Chris, I took this count. Dang, I'm bad.
21 points of damage.
Okay, nice. 21.
I just like got stun locked for a second.
And that should be it for your turn. Good. Izzy, you're up.
alrighty.
Now, clearly seeing this creature in front of you, yeah, you're like, okay, that's grabbing.
So I stand back up. I'm assuming it didn't put me out on my feet.
Did not.
And then I am going to. Rage with an action.
What you doing?
Is the glowing post a... No, it's one action. Let's see. Never mind. I'm going to fairy fire the team.
Oh, okay. Right on.
Looks like it. Right. Problem.
This is a dex save.
Dex 18.
Fails. So as this kind of cube of like kind of a sparkling effect bursts in the air. I always think of like corgis, like the little cube.
Yeah,
it's called, yeah.
yeah. I think of Hot's Deckard Cain's cube.
Oh,
it's
yeah,
the
yeah.
laser cube in the air.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but pink.
Right, of course, yeah. As it explodes, you can now see the clear outline of the creature, where still like a cloaked figure, but the hood down, you can now see its face, even though it is featureless.
And would I need to disengage here to get away from it, or can I move away from it freely?
You would need to disengage,
Use my action.
but yeah. So you can still move away from it though.
Yeah, I'm gonna scurry over to Fungi. I'm not gonna go under his tent, but I'm
Okay.
gonna grab the tent and be like, Fungi touched me.
As you see, you know, kind of concentrating on it, we will destroy whatever creature this is.
Yeah, Fungi.
So yeah, so now that it's lit up, so it tried to lash out at you, but it failed.
Oh, okay.
Because it is restrained right now.
That is a lot, man.
So it'll try to attack Fiumgi with a couple of the shadow lashes that it has. Disadvantage,
Shadow size.
but yeah, fails. So as a couple of the lashes kind of reach out, you can see Fiumgi kind of focusing on the telekinesis as it just restrains the attacks, and it misses. So he kind of he's holding it in place. Dorghiren's up.
Smash.
Really? Okay. I mean,
Hey, whatever.
kind of inappropriate, but you know.
Close your book, buddy. Got an OnlyFans for
Did just try to kill one of your friends. Bro.
You love it.
Teaching a lesson. Do you need to make a dex save to use a catching move?
Not at this point.
One of those is. Yep, it still hits at 17. Thank you.
Okay, nice.
The other one was like a lot more.
I think he's got advantage on the attack there.
Yeah, yeah.
It's-
Oh, right.
it's restrained.
Okay, we'll try it again. Try it again.
Oh, restrained and parry.
No, not 20. Okay.
Ooh.
Just 23.
Okay. You and Warenberg, what's up?
Oh, I was doing the McDonald's.
Oh, okay, got it.
25 for the second attack.
Okay. This creature is well beyond bloodied at this point, but it's not quite dead yet.
And for the pommel.
Oh yeah.
It's coming in with the pommel.
Okay.
Watch out, watch out, watch out.
Randy Orton from the top rope. 17.
That'll be enough to finish it.
Chris, another one. Another one.
I will say that as you ran up and kind of got on the boat to see this creature, no soul.
No soul would be had.
Yeah. It's like it was something that was like very faint, like there was something tying it to something, but there was no soul. So as Dorghiren runs up to it, hits it a couple times with the hammer end of the maul, and then quickly give it a good pommel strike. You see it burst into basically just smoke and shadow as it is dispersed. And with that, all active combatants have been slain.
The what now?
All active combatants have been slain.
Oh. Gods be praised.
I'm taking this.
So, crying, I'm gonna blow my nose into Fungi's clothes. Fungi almost got me. You saved me.
You begin to look up. You hear, "Don't look at my face."
And then I'll tell him about that. I've been working on something for you. Because Rin has taught me that we should spread goodwill everywhere that we go, no matter what. And so the thing that I was working on last session was I was using my cantrips, druidcraft, and all that to take some of those seeds, and I was growing like thatch and wicker and stuff like that, and I was weaving him a mask.
Oh, okay, that's
Yeah.
cool.
And so I have this big mask because I'm assuming he's very large.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hold it up to him, but I don't look at him. That way, no one can look at your face, and it's not that much of a problem, and you're still very intimidating.
You see the big hand kind of reach down and pick it up. You see it kind of go beneath his cowl and everything. As he places it on his face, you hear him just kind of, in a kind of more suppressed tone, "Thank you for your kindness. This helps."
And I look at Ren, I'm going. Just like reaching in his pocket. No.
Hide. The other eye.
Like Rocket Raccoon.
Yeah.
Volume 2.
Yeah. Oh, was I supposed to blink with the other one?
All right.
Rin just looks into the deer goes,
There we go. Out of Eternal Shadow. Oh, and get rid of these. Get out of here.
Get the fuck out.
Get it.
I don't see the
Some
X.
sort of Goomba.
Where's the X? There's no X.
Which X?
On the last line. Yeah. I put.
Huh? What line?
There's no more lines.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. All right, never mind. Disregard.
Og did 9 said gone.
All right.
Well, I won't be able to reach that anywhere I go.
So,
That kind of thing.
Oh,
Everywhere I go, I'll follow you down.
Pick me.
Follow you down, cause it saves me from the edge.
there we go.
there it is. I'm gonna break your brain.
Yep.
Okay.
Better than kissing the song that night.
Oh, please no.
It is checking out 6 feet from you, my friend.
Is it that?
Figure. Put these back on.
Because I started saying, open now.
The only reason it bothers me is because the song's gonna keep being stuck in my head. As long as we keep making that joke.
It is.
I hope you enjoy another week.
But it's worth it, I feel.
That's what you get. So, as you resume the trip on the boat, Byung-gi and you guys can have a slight conversation here. So, he says, "Thank you for dealing with the Vattendir. That will probably not be the last one to take these waters and claim them as their own, but it will be the last one for some time."
Currently, that was the only one in the marsh.
That
Yes.
you're aware of.
That I'm aware of. They appear to spawn every decade or so.
Yeah, I'm just finding a nice little cloud that I can take a nap on. I'm gonna take a nap.
How much longer do you think it'll be till the other end?
Area.
Enough time for a nap?
Shouldn't be very long, maybe another hour or so.
I think we'll probably try to take it easy a bit here and just rest up some, but if you need anything, let us know. We're very appreciative.
Well, I'm appreciative of you also defending me against that creature. Would you like to have your fortunes told?
Oh, I wake up.
Absolutely.
I wake up immediately.
Yeah,
Lads will have a look. Of course,
Hang on.
they'll have a look.
Well, gather around. As he then kind of sits down, cross-legged and everything. You see him pull out one pouch from his side, and he has this small bowl, and he sets on the cloud itself that rests there. And he looks, who wishes to be told first, or would you prefer your group collectively?
Ooh, choices. I think then one speed.
What?
Huh?
You first.
Well, I'm gonna die. I know that.
No.
I mean, everybody dies eventually.
Well, who wants to live forever?
Just the necromancers.
Death is just another adventure.
Well, take a moment here, and as you see him pick up, basically just a small pouch from his side too. And as the bowl was set down there, the pouch he opens up and takes out what looks like this small handful of kind of some bits of something you hadn't seen quite.
Small to him, but like in us, for us, they're like huge.
It is something to that effect. He tosses them in the bowl, and you can see that they are bones, human bones. So, yeah, for him, what would be like a casting of bones, for you guys, like, he just has some corpses that he's just basically holding on to that he
Oh, okay.
discards into it.
Oh,
That's a big
wait.
bone.
So as he pauses for a moment and kind of looks things over, he looks to see what the bones say to him, and he looks to Ren and says, "Good fortune is in your future." I don't know if that would be specifically at the tower, but it should be one within the island.
Oh,
You get a D4 for the next day.
ah.
So it's just a D4 bonus on what was it? Ability checks.
Okay.
Anybody else want to take a risk?
I'll go next.
That's fun.
And you roll one. That is a bad sign.
Uh-oh.
Okay, could be anything else.
Be careful in your next endeavor, or it may not go well.
Can we silvery parse that roll?
Wait, we got here, Tony.
No, you'll make your for the next day. You make death saving throws at advantage.
At advantage?
Yes,
Oh, okay. I need to write.
Oh, okay. That's not bad.
it's not bad. No.
Hopefully you don't need to make any, but
Right.
Who is next?
You're just doing
Fortune tell.
prophecy things.
Oh, good.
Okay, two.
Rock, paper, scissors.
near ones.
Boulder, paper,
Renee.
shears.
Okay. See, looks. Hang on. Oh wait, no, wrong thing. I was looking up. Not those. There we go. Go. You'll need to steel yourself against the forces of death. This is also a bad omen. Gain resistance to necrotic damage the next day. Yeah.
I only have it when
tell you
I'm
what.
using the radiant.
So we'll give you one use to give yourself immunity to necrotic damage. One instance of necrotic damage, you have immunity to it. Okay. The next day.
I assume as long as I'm using the radiant. I'm only resistant to necrotic.
Oh, when you're using radiant. So, you know, yeah, we'll give you the one because I assume you'll probably be using radiant still anyway. I'll let you decide.
We're going into a tower that we presume is mostly undead, yeah?
Yeah, no. I remember the word Nightwalker being thrown around.
Yeah.
That was not great. Don't like the sound of that.
Who's next?
But dude,
Dorgarian would, right?
He looks neither good nor bad. An interesting one. This one would be. Oh, actually, you know what? Hang on. You can cast Aid for free. No
Oh.
concentration required.
no concentration required? Is that
Yep.
what you said?
For the next 24 hours. Actually, yeah, no concentration required. Never mind. So, there you go. Level 1 though. So
Free though, right? Treat it as a cantrip. Aid.
not quite like that.
Everyone has aid.
Jesus.
Everybody
Yeah. Daruk? What do we want to do to Garen while he's not here?
If you want to do well,
You're the
you want
one
to wait
rolling,
till
so.
Dorgarian, till Jake's back.
Jake's back?
to do
Yeah.
that? Okay. Then yeah, we can.
We can still say he gets his fortune told still. Good. As he looks at them, could have sworn I just read these bones. I did. He looks to Rainier. Your fate is tied to his. So you have the same effect, the same number.
Okay. So
Either resistance, or you can.
I
do-
will take the resistance.
Okay.
Because I do not normally have it.
Right. Okay. The next 24 hours. And then do we want to roll for Dorgarian or not? I can wait until Jake's back.
I'll write it down.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like he's rolling it, so he's not missing out on the roll.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Epic victory.
Fate's tied different people in this group. Interesting. You must have been around each other for some time. Dorgiran and the deer, Minotaur, your fates are tied together. So, he also can cast fate.
All right.
We'd actually cover everybody in the party then. Yay!
We all took part.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. We've been friends for a while.
I must give you a warning. The Tower of Repose has those creatures that stand about it. The Night Walkers.
Yeah, we got warned about that.
Do you know how many of them there are?
As far as legend and warnings have been uttered, there should be 3. You will not want to venture. You will not want to linger in those lands for long. Though there is not a necrotic presence like Lake, the area is one of death, including magic. You go in there, you may not have the abilities you normally have at your disposal. I saw what you did here and it was very impressive, but I don't venture beyond these waters because my magics do not work.
That all magics or certain sides of
As far as I know, it should be all. Unless you wield certain things from the gods themselves, they may not work.
We got like 1.5.
We're basically gods.
Say that.
And with that, the party's fate was decided.
What are you doing?
Does it affect items imbued with magic as well? Doesn't it would be more like inert?
My staff was simply a walking stick, once venturing far into those lands. I did not stay long. I recommend none of you do.
Yeah, we're not trying to make a home here. We're trying to get our piece and get out.
I was thinking make it a resort one day, you know, like get rid of all the shit. Hotel.
I don't.
Beachfront AG.
What was done here was permanently in these lands. I don't think cleansing them is an option.
Pretty much have a feeling that's everywhere. When they pulled out, they pushed the void in here. They just
So question, if we get the Rod of Adlac and we put it all together, you know, we do the thing, do you guys have to just stay? Is that what you were protecting? Do you get to go?
We protect the lands in addition to the pieces of the Rod of Adlac.
The lands that are creepy and dead and nobody wants?
Yes, it's our right, our duty.
Oh.
The giants that come here is a sacred charge. It is not one that is easily taken, and not one that is easily kept, but it is one we hold with honor.
For life.
Until death claims us, yes. Some have escaped that pull. Suspect you may be acquainted with them soon. They are farther to the south. If you do see my sister, just knowing she's alive would be good.
what does she look like?
She was not afflicted with the same, for lack of a better term, curse that I have. She looks like a cloud giant should.
Do you think she would be at the central temple?
No. She, in addition to 2 other giants, were going to stay at the Tower of Storms, but what I gathered, the forces there were in conflict. She's likely, as far as I can assume, outside of those lands.
Did she have an affinity for any kind of magics or any kind of studies?
She would have been at the Tower of Repose had it not been for the creatures that were there and the mark upon that land. Certain cloud giants, while most are familiar with thunder's magic and things of that nature, she ventured more into the side of where one could stay within the Shadowfell or Darker Lands. Not often, but it does happen. Some cloud giants turn more into what would be called death giants. More whispering on the whispers on the wind that souls may have left behind. It is a macabre and morose life, but it is not one of undeath.
That's right. Everybody's called us something different. We all have our own specialties.
So Arati was supposed to be at the Tower of Repose, but is now at the Tower of Storm.
She was, last I knew, going there to maybe try to wrest control of it with two other giants. But from what I understand, she has not been successful. The storms above that tower are ever present, and you can hear them even out here. If she was, I shudder to think that she may have become something unnatural, but that is one of my fears.
Do you know if there's a way to undo that, that is what happened?
Not undo, but put to rest. All the same, I hope that is not the case.
Take it one day at a time. Whenever we find out, we'll let you know. And if it's something where we have to put her to rest, then we do so with best we can.
Thank you.
How did you get cursed?
Staying above the Dimwallow Marsh is trying. I suspect the area has affected me in ways that some other giants may not have been.
Hazards of the job.
I'm assuming it's something that would be beyond what normal magics could undo.
I suspect so.
Remove curse on. Yeah, okay.
Does
I
it
was
cause an effect on someone, or are you just afraid of people's opinions of it?
what?
Your face.
Oh, it causes an effect. If not resisted enough, it causes death.
Well, hopefully that mask will help.
I hope so too.
I'm glad we came here. For nothing else, we got to meet you. And we know the true honor of your friend.
Thank you. It's very kind. Starts to shift a little bit. It shouldn't be much longer. I wish you luck on the rest of your journey. Exit the lands as quickly as you can, though. I'd hate to see more claimed by these creatures.
Oh yeah, we're in and out. Yes, we can.
Good looks.
Don't want to be here.
When we're leaving, will you be able to ferry us back? Or do we need to find another way?
I can ferry you back if you wish.
Is that the other way out?
You should be able to exit the lands to the south. The Dimwallow Marsh does not completely wrap around the southern side of the tower. The mountain range has a small thin pass, but it should be traversable enough.
Then I don't think we'll trouble you any further. I think you've taken a pretty large risk just helping us across this time.
It is my duty.
I appreciate it.
As he kind of gets up and stands back at the middle of the ship. Takes about the good remainder of the hour to get towards the actual shore on the opposite side. As he does, it floats above the actual shoreline as you're able to hop off and still not touch the water. But as you get to those lands, could I have... Let's see, who... Actually, let's have everybody make a... charisma check. You know what? Actually, it'll make a check in accordance with what your spellcasting ability is.
What are spells?
I would say with you, I would say this would be more in line with what your strength. No, your dex base. So
That's just
your dex
number, right?
Yeah. I think so.
No, Constitution. This would be Constitution for you. It's more in line with like part of your physicality.
Do I get a D4?
Yeah, it's technically be an ability check.
Hell yeah.
Oh, the bardic inspiration you gave me is probably gone, right? 'Cause it's been
No.
an hour.
No, it just stays
14.
on you.
Okay.
So I'm going to use it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
15.
14, 15, okay.
Thank you for the plus for bardic inspiration.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. 25.
Okay.
I get
21.
Okay.
Oh, do we get the plus from me? For everybody?
What's your
The
what's the stipulation? This is really just for flavor more so than anything.
Okay.
But yeah, we'll say sure.
Okay, then 19.
Okay.
21.
Okay, nice.
Every time.
So as everyone departs the ship and walks out onto the lands, you can feel the thinness of what would be the veil, the weave in these lands. And as you take a few steps, you can feel almost the unraveling beginning to take effect. If you have any sort of spells or anything you cast, you don't know if they would have the intended effect necessarily. Maybe either a reduced one or an unintended effect entirely. You can feel that just getting to the other side of the shore, magic is unraveling.
If I
We're a rich man.
take the pieces of the Rod of Adlec that I have and use them, do I still feel the same way?
So while you have them,
They're not complete, so it doesn't.
well, they still have some sort of function, but for how long, you're not necessarily sure.
Okay.
You use them in like those banging sticks that like do 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 do.
Well, what do they do?
I can bang the drum.
I think one of them increases my spell save DC, I believe, if I remember correctly. Yeah, spell attack rolls and DC, saving throw DC in my spell.
Right. So you have two pieces, so it should be by two.
By 2.
But that's if you're able to cast spell.
Okay.
We're on the shore. I'm gonna go find a tree, pop down.
Oh. Is that what you're gonna do with the tree?
I guess would we qualified for a short rest in the last bit?
You would, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you could have taken a short rest on the boat. Yeah.
What about him?
What do you mean?
What do you want to do fight?
You don't see any. This is more like your feeling of like manipulating the weave than.
I mean, I guess I was more referring to his like negation of items. I feel like
Still seems good.
I was asking more about like, because it sounded like he said something unless you have items of the gods or something. So I was wondering if having something like that reduced that negation of the weave. You know what I mean? But
like bolstering you against the kind of thing.
yeah, I'm assuming not.
Yeah, mine was just on the effects themselves, like on the item sounds if they're in the
Venturing deeper in, you may have those answers. So on that point, we will call the session there, and then we'll get into it next time. We're in ad break now, actually. So, all right, well, ad break, and then it ends. Whatever. Ad break. We're back from the ad, and it's in credits. So, so yeah, we'll go ahead and pick up next week with the continuing of this little adventure into the lands around the Tower of Repose. Sounds good. The dead lands around the dead tower. So. But yeah, for those that watch this later, thank you for tuning in. We'll be back next week as we continue the adventure of the Order of the Shadeheart and the Isle of Eternal Shadow.
Order of the Shadeheart?
Shadeheart.
Oh my god, dude, my brain. Moonstone Guard. Yeah. You know what's funny? I don't know why that came up, but it's probably so I was looking over I wasn't actually looking at my notes, but I had one note shrunk, and then that was the tab that was visible, and I was like, why that one? I think it might be the last one, which might be the reason why it was visible then. But yeah, so the Moonstone Guard and the exploration of the Isle of Eternal Shadow. So okay, good night everyone, we'll see you next week.
Bye.
See you.